Hey, 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 hey. Oh, y'all knew I was gonna come down here. Listen, I I'm looking like this. I am looking like what the freak is going on? Hey everybody, 15 people, come on down, come on down, come on down. Y'all know it's safe over here. You know I ain't gonna get too downright dirty and disgusting and dragging all that. That's just not me. I'm not gonna come down here and do this, but this shit is crazy. This Dovey situation. Now I like Dovey. I don't have anything against her. I don't know, read my book. I've seen her around in chats, but I don't know. But this is a crazy situation, and people don't always do what's in your best interest. Everything is not for a click in the view, but Dovey is doing it. Dovey is definitely she optimizing the moment. She's what you call it, savoring the moment. She's making a dash for it with this situation. Now, do you want to be in a situation like this? Absolutely not. I wouldn't want to be in a situation like this, but she is killing the crew with the numbers because I mean, it is what it is. However, I always come down here with the flip side now. All money ain't good money. Dovey ain't doing the right thing. Read my book. That young lady let Dovey in her house, for whatever reason. If it was for Dovey and her to scheme, Dovey take care of her, or she just wanted to help Dovey out, she let her in her home. And when she asked us to leave, she should have left. Now we really don't know what Dovey gave this lady, and I want to be fair about it. I don't know if she gave her $900, $600, $300. We don't even, hey, Queen Deep, know what the agreement was. We only hear one side of the story. We hear the lady yelling in the background. So it's not a play. It's not starting out as a play, but it's ending up as a money grab. And I just have to be honest. It's a money grab because everybody is concerned about Dovey being out in the heat and out in the street. Well, I want to tell you this. It's very hard for seniors, especially seniors who don't have a substantial amount of income to make it. Hey, Trina B, thanks for joining, baby. However, if someone invites you in their home, you have to take into consideration. Now, when Dovey went to that house, let me just start here because this is some bullshit. This is where I call bullshit at. You go come on here and you go talk about that woman and drag that woman right in her home. Now, I think that's messed up. I think that's real messed up on Dovey's part. Like I said, none of us really know what the agreement was. Was Dovey going to come there? Did they discuss Dovey was going to be her caretaker? Because Dovey, she just fucked Tipper all up telling this lady business about, and especially if she working for an agency. It wasn't a good look for Dovey, and I hope Dovey make it out this well, because if read my book, really sit down and research, Dovey could get in a lot of trouble by talking about that lady disabilities if she was her caretaker. Now, I don't know. At one point, I heard it went on for a long time. I left and came back, and Dovey was still on. She might have been on her second video, but let me tell you this. If someone invited you into their home, whatever agreement you all had, that was an agreement you had. How much money Dovey was going to pay, how much the lady was going to pay her to take care of her, the agency or whatever. I heard that the lady was scamming, falsifying documents, allegedly to get more hours, to get more money. And was that to benefit Dovey or the both of them? See, that's what we don't know. We only hear one side of, so we can't jump to conclusions. But I can say this. I think it's pretty foul, Dovey. And if you in here, or I'm sure somebody will go back and tell you I said this, it's foul that you came on live in that woman's house and talked about her like that. You didn't have to do that. If you had a problem with her, you could have stepped outside of her home. Hey, Victoria, baby, you could have stepped outside her home and went somewhere else and did a video, knowing that the lady was going to see you because she modded for you. And then when you unmodded her, she was still watching because she was listening, screaming in the background. Now, I believe that it took place because the police was there 3 times, not 1 time, not 2 times, but 3 times. However, at the end, it could have It looked like a play for me, but she was very, very ungrateful at that moment and disrespectful. And had that been me, but the lady is disabled now, according to Dovey. The lady is disabled, so she couldn't have got up and drug her ass outside, because I would have done that. Because you're not going to live in my home and talk shit to me. People have a lot of nerve, because that lady was kind enough to let Dovey in her house, you guys. And then to do that and to talk about that lady was just very disrespectful. And it was disheartening to me, because I felt bad for Dovey, the position she in, has been nowhere to go, and it's very hot down there. You have no money, you have nowhere to go. That's a bad look. That's a bad situation to be in, especially when you don't have money and you claim you gave that woman money. Again, we didn't see no receipts on that, so I can't say how much money she gave her. The amount changed several times. Please hit the like. Thank you, Diva. However, she should have left the woman's house. That's her fucking house. She paid for the house, whether she wheeling around there, she caning around there, however she getting, if she shitting and pissing and drinking up a gallon of liquor a day, she paid for that house. Hey, Regina M, thank you, and Kenna, Miss Playful, hey, sweet pig. She paid for that, and she have a right to do what she want. And for you to come on here and just talk about that woman like that, Dovey, you was dead wrong. And remember, whatever you put out in that atmosphere is what you go get back. You're not going to have the luck, because that lady invited you into her home for whatever reason. Y'all started out as some type of friends. Hey, Diet Baby. And then you had a nerve to do that. That was ridiculous. That was disgusting to me. And to hear that lady cuss and holler, and you talk about how drunk and how it was her hygiene and poop in her toilet. You went there and you stayed for a month with shit on the toilet and cat pissing and shit and everywhere. You was comfortable for 4 months until this happened. So if it wasn't bad then, why is it bad now? I don't know what happened with you all, but it wasn't too bad. The cat pissed, the cat shit, the cat all over the place wasn't too bad, because you stayed there for 4 months. Something went wrong. The lady wanted you to leave, and that's what started the mess. That's what started the mess, because somewhere you guys had a back, a conversation that we don't know about, and the lady wanted you to leave, and you got upset, because I would have gotten upset too, y'all. Now I got to go on Dovey's side for a minute. I would have been upset, because I know I don't have any money. It's 90 degrees outside and I don't have anywhere to go. But there's a such thing as called shelters. You should have went to a shelter. However, people raise money for you to go into a hotel, and I believe that's where you at. The last video I saw, you never came on camera, so I can't say you are at a hotel room, but I'm going to take your word and say you took that money and you went to a hotel room. And that was nice of Ronnie Q to sit up there and stay there, and help raise money for you. That was nice on her part. But, we can't allow people just to sucker punch us all the time and rope us into stuff. Because for one, if she's talking like that, you guys, come on now. She's talking about that woman like that in that woman's house, refusing to leave, and you talking shit like that about her. I don't feel sorry for you, because you're dead wrong, Dovey. Your ass could have went out there and you could have burned up, because you wrong. At least you should have gone somewhere else and said what you thought about that lady. But to sit in her house and to not leave and to talk smack about her, I think that was horrible. I didn't feel bad for you at that point. Ronnie Q made a very valid point, though. There's a lot of seniors out here like Dovey that don't have any place to live and don't have any money, and no one is helping them. However, I'm hoping that they don't do what Dovey did. Go to someone's house, someone invites you into their home, and then you talk shit about them. You telling all that lady's business. How she had on personal items, for whatever reason she had on liners or whatever, and how she had poop under. You just went overboard. And this lady is screaming and hollering, and you holding 1,300 people in your chat, and people start giving you money, and you are totally in the wrong. If someone wants you to leave their house, just leave it peaceful. For whatever reason, y'all not on good terms, and you just leave their house. No, you sat there and you made money off of that. You made money, and you're continuing to make money off of it because you got some hellified views. Hey, I applaud you for getting the views. However, all money ain't good money. You will pay for what you did to that woman. And if that woman did anything to you, she's going to pay for it. But I know at this point, that lady feel like shit for allowing you to come into her home and you did her like that. And now if you work for an agency, you'll never get another job. You could kiss the agency goodbye and go back to driving the taxi, Uber, or whatever you was doing, because you will never, ever get another agency job just because of the way you talked about that woman, disability, and you supposedly be working for her. You know, you are supposed to be working for that lady, and you came out here and talked about that lady like shit. That was horrible, Dovey. And you will pay for that. And I don't care how many people that's behind you, cheering you on, thinking you're not wrong. You are totally wrong. You are totally wrong. Even if you gave her money, let's just hypothetically say you did give her $300. That's really nothing to live with someone, to live in someone's household, to use their water, to use their air, perhaps eat their food or whatever. That $300 is nothing, nothing. You can't get any place for $300. And I'm surprised if you felt that way about that woman. Now, all of a sudden, you telling us about it on August the 13th, but you felt like this about, thank you, appreciate that, baby. You felt like that from the beginning. When did you start feeling like that? Because if I'm not mistaken, and someone could correct me in here, didn't the lady say she had to go get eviction papers to get Dovey out? And that's a process. That's like a 30-day or more process, you guys, in most states, to remove someone from your home. If they got mail in your house at your address and they've been living there, you cannot just put them out like that. That's why the cops didn't remove Dovey. But had Dovey stayed there, which I thought was crazy because you don't know who that lady had in her family or in that area that could have done harm to you. So it was good that you left, but you were dead wrong. And no one is going to tell you was wrong. You know why? Because everybody will sit around here and get the clicks and views and talk about it, but no one's going to call you on your bullshit. That was wrong, Dovey. That was very wrong of you. You showed ungratefulness. You showed everybody on these streets, but people already know you. So I don't even know why this lady took a chance. Something else had to be going on to even allow you in her house when she already know you. She knows you. Is Dovey all wrong? Maybe not. Is Dovey right? Absolutely not. So, I don't know how you want to play that, but absolutely not. She's not right at all by staying in someone's house when someone asked you to leave their home. You should have just left. Now, you could have made a video about her later, but to sit there in that woman's home, even on her porch, and talk shit about her, you showed a real sign of ungratefulness. I would never, ever, and this is just me being honest, you could drag me, you could do whatever you want. I probably won't see it because I don't watch much over here anyway, and I don't care, really. I'm going to come down here and say what the hell I want. But you showed that basically you ain't shit. You ain't shit. I don't even know how anybody could sit there and try to help you out after you did that to her. And I don't know whether that lady's a drunk. Like I said, that's her house. She could drink. She could piss on the floor. She could shit on the floor. The cats could shit on her floor because that's her house. She paid for it. So that lady could do what she wants. And no one has a right to tell her what to do, when to drink, what not to drink, and how to drink. They have no right. But like I said, when you walked in that house, you smelled that cat piss and you smelt them cats poop, or you saw them cats poop and you was okay for 4 months. You was okay for 4 months. So now for you to cry like, oh, it's so nasty, it's so unbearable. I was like a slave. She wanted me to do everything. I call that bullshit. I call it bullshit. I do. You stayed there that long. Let me read some of these comments. And now listen, hey, Miss Steve, I'm going to say Dovey went to the casino hotel, utilized her free room, and kept the money that was raised. And I'm pretty sure she's begging for. Could be. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I don't know what Dovey did with the money. I really don't care what Dovey did with the money because I didn't give not one dime. I didn't give not one dime. I thought the situation was ridiculous. I gave my click and the view, but as far as me giving money out of my pocket, absolutely not. I wasn't going to give one dime. You was going to fight your way out of that bag yourself because you put yourself in that position. I didn't help you get there. You put yourself in that position. And we never heard just read my book. I know the lady used to come live sometime. Again, I never really supported her, so I can't lie. But I do know that she could get on her live and tell her side of the story. There's always 3 sides to the story. We only hear in Dovey's. Hey, Melissa, in my opinion, is none of my business what agreement, etc. that was made or not made with Dovey. It was the fact that she tried to humiliate the person that gave her shelter from her heart. Shame on Dovey. Exactly. That's how I feel. You humiliated that woman. You purposely did that. And you kept going and going and going, talking about her hygiene, her disabilities. To me, that was real pathetic. It was sad. So I didn't feel sorry for Dovey. No way. You know, unfortunately, she's a senior, probably getting a little money. I don't know where she get her money, what her income is. And it is difficult to live in the United States, you guys. If you're not on subsidizing housing, it's very difficult if you don't have a certain amount of income. But then too, you also need to prepare for that and take care of yourself. You can't go from place to place to place. This is not our first place we've seen Dovey get put out. So apparently something is wrong with Dovey. It can't be wrong with everybody else. You know, that woman invited you into her home. And I'm sure you guys drank together, you partied together, and you guys was cool. Now all of a sudden she's a bad person. I call bullshit. I call foul. I think Dovey, at the end, you made this a play. I don't think y'all was playing. At the end, you made it a play. And it became a money grab to me. She said her apartment would be ready Friday. We heard that several times. Well, I hope she get an apartment. I hope she gets stable because I don't want to see anyone out on the street. But it's millions of people out on the street. And I mean millions, baby. Not thousands. We have a lot of homeless seniors and veterans and just people in general, mentally ill people living on the streets. And if you continue to treat people like that, you'll be living on the streets, Dovey, because God don't like ugly. He ain't too keen about pretty, but he definitely don't like when a person invites you inside their home and you do the shit that you did. That was pathetic. That was disgusting. Very bad. Very bad. And no one else would take a chance on you. And all those people in your corner saying you was right, you wasn't right. You was not right, Dovey. You was not right at all. The lady asked you to leave, and you should have left her home. And if you didn't have her money, you should have talked to her and say, hey, listen, whatever you call her, read my book or whoever, you know I don't have the money. Let's just make this work. My apartment be ready Friday, and then I'll leave. But to come on camera and talk about that lady like that, that's some foul shit. It couldn't have been me in her house, too. Do you know that lady must have felt like shit to have allowed you to come in her house and then you talk about her like that? I can imagine how that lady felt, how hurt she felt. She was angry. She was pissed. She just wanted you out her house. As soon as you start getting your shit together and people was giving you money, you noticed the lady calmed down. I don't know if y'all stayed there for towards the end, but the lady calmed down. We couldn't even hear her say anything. She just wanted Dovey out of her house. That's all. She should have been a good friend and help her clean. Exactly. If you go into someone's house, let me tell you something. If you go into someone's house, like I said, You've been smelt that piss from them cats because when they spray, you can't get that out. You have to pull up every carpet. You have to paint every wall. You have to fumigate the place to get cats' urine out. So you smelt that. You saw that. You saw the shit around her toilet you claimed she had. You sat on that same toilet. You know, if her house was filthy, you ate out of it. You did all that for 4 months. So how all of a sudden is that bad that you just couldn't stay there? Or you felt like you was being abused or you was a slave? That I call bullshit. I call bullshit. And right, she should have been a good friend, Miss Playful, and help her clean her house. But again, was it a scam? And you can't say it's a scam because she could have very well signed up to be her caretaker too, you guys. She could have went through the agency and became her caretaker, and that's not a scam. But allegedly, Dovey said that the lady signed papers, signed the doctor's name on some type of documents for them to pay her more. That's fraud. That's where the lady could get in trouble. But if Dovey was a part of it, she could get in trouble too. See? So when you out here telling on Read My Book, you really telling on yourself too. You know, and you'll never ever be a caretaker again. Once they see this video, hear this video, and I'm sure someone felt just that bad for Read My Book that they probably sent that video to the agency or got in contact. You know, it doesn't take very much for people to dox you here. And it doesn't take very much for them to find out what agency you was working for and call that agency and send them a video, and you could never ever be a caretaker. So if that was your form of income, that's gone as well. Like I said, you should have talked to that lady behind the scenes. You should never have come on YouTube and humiliate her like that. That lady was in distress. That lady was pissed, and I would have been too. We never seen her get on camera. But like I said, she has a page of her own, and there's always three sides to a story. And we're just hearing Dovey's side. Let me read some of these comments. Y'all know I'd be behind. Dovey was looking for sympathy. Absolutely. And she got them. I knew she scammed when she left Just Read My Book, came back live and didn't cam up. Now, Gummy, that's the problem I had. That's the last video. My thing was, why didn't she ever come on camera when she did that live last night and prove? Because they asked to show us, Dovey, prove to us. People want you to prove to us that you got in the Uber, which we did see. I would say it was an Uber, a van or something pulled up, and Dovey went off the air. But why didn't you show us when you were sitting in the room, when you know was checking into the hotel, so people would know that you were doing fine? Or did you just call people behind the scenes and tell them, hey, I'm here, and that was good enough? But the people who gave you the money wanted to see proof that you went there. But then again, you guys are a fool to give them money. Fuck that. Excuse my French. Not only humiliated, she was campaigning to get her arrested, all for clicks and views. I know, too. You know what? These people are taking this YouTube too far. They are really entangling their real lives in with this virtual world, and they do anything for clicks and views, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I always say this, you guys. I'm not perfect, but there's a reason why I don't come down here and belittle people and drag people and cuss people and talk about people's misfortune, because you never know what can happen to you. You never know. You may be sitting pretty in high places now and got life going on, and some shit can happen. A tragedy can happen. You lose, your limbs or something. You're not able to work and be in the position you was in, and you just never know. So I don't come out here and do that. But you guys think that is a good thing to come out here and humiliate people and talk about people. That was a terrible thing yesterday to watch. And whoever, like I said, like the Sassy show. What about the Sassy show? I never seen Sassy come up there until the very end. The Sassy show shows up there pacifying Dovey like, well, she liked Dovey. She liked Dovey. Her and Dovey have a relationship. I'm not going to say anything about Sassy. They have a relationship. She really likes Dovey. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not too sure that Sassy didn't tell her the right thing. I will hope Sassy talked to Dovey behind the scenes. They didn't have to talk in front of us and told her how fucked up it was. Excuse my French, but I'm gonna drop a couple of bombs today. I hope she told Dovey how fucked up it was to be sitting in somebody's house. Somebody allow you in their house and you do that to them. Whether they wrong or not, you could have just walked away. You didn't have to do what you did to her. She was wrong and they were wrong for pumping her up. Exactly. It's all for clicks and views, Miss Playful. This whole virtual world is nothing but how many clicks and views, how many cash apps, how many people I could scam, how much shit I could talk, how many black women, how bad we could drag each other, discredit each other. You know, how bad can we treat each other? We don't have to talk about Caucasian folk or white folk when they get to talk about Nina. What the hell are they talking about Nina for? Nina is doing just what they doing. They just don't know what color she is. How can y'all talk about Nina calling y'all slaves and maids and all this other shit when y'all talk about each other every day? I'm just so confused. That's why I don't even come down here with this bullshit no more, because there's so many double standards down here. All this shit is fake. Y'all talk about each other like a dog. Y'all call each other monkeys. You call each other black holes, bitches, and everything. And then you got this one woman who came down here and got comfortable because y'all allow her to get comfortable. And now y'all mad at her because she acting just like y'all. I can't call it. I just can't call it. Hey, Melissa. Well, she ain't gonna live a good life. She's not gonna live. Let me tell you something. That shit's gonna come back on her. Trust and believe. Please make sure y'all thumbs up the fraud part. Let's talk about that. She risked a fraud charge for them both just to make Just Read My Book look like a villain. Exactly. Because she was helping Dovey out. When she signed those papers, she was trying to get Dovey more money. That's what I'm saying. So they both was frauding, but you came down here and told Just Read My Books part what happened, but you didn't tell your part, Dovey. You was taking the money. You was taking the money. You know? So Dovey used Just Read My Book for eventual content and cash apps. Exactly. Anybody that gave money is a damn fool. I'm not gonna give her nothing. And I don't care how bad she dragged me. I will never give her nothing. Because Dovey is in these situations like every month. Hey, BB, what's going on, Queen? Every month, Dovey is in some type of financial distress that she's out here asking people to help her. But she should get a good YouTube check, and hopefully that helps her with her apartment and get on her feet. She, she didn't make it before the cutoff. The 10th is the cutoff. But the next check, maybe that'll help her, get over the hump or whatever. I don't wish no ill feelings, no ill will on anyone, Dovey or anyone. I would hate for anybody, and this is some for real shit. I hate to see people out in the streets, period, homeless. That just bothers me. I don't understand how the United States have so many homeless people, but there are actually thousands of Dovies out there. We just don't see them because they don't come on YouTube and make a big spectacle of themselves. But to me, that was a horrible thing to do. Hey, BB Nice, what's going on, Queen? I'm sure the Sassy show didn't. I don't know what Sassy did. I can't say what Sassy did and what Sassy didn't do, because I know she likes Dovey. She genuinely likes Dovey. And I'm sure she would help her in any type of way. But at one point, even if it was Queen Diva, BB Nice, Melissa, or somebody that I know, I would tell them wrong. I would tell them when they're wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. If you wrong, you wrong. Dovey, you are 100% wrong. You are wrong to do that lady like that. When I really get my channel going, I'm going to be gardening my cats and giving financial advice analytically. I'll be winning, not this. Exactly. And then you do all this and we don't even get that much money. Hey, Styles. Girl, you something else, Tisa. You come through, baby. Hey, DC. You enjoyed Sesame Place? Yeah. So I was gonna come down here and say something. That shit was burning me up because I hate to see people be so ungrateful and unkind to people who treated them kind. That lady let you in her home. She let you in her home for whatever reason. If it was to come in there and take care of her, to come in there and have drinks with her, just to be her friend. She let you in her house, and you not only did the cat shit on her and shit around the house, you shitted on her. You did worse than the cats. See, she used to those cats. She probably ain't used to a human being treating her like that. Somebody who she opened her home to. However her home looked, she opened it to you to get you off of the streets, and you treated her like that. Just terrible, horrible, just horrible. Just a horrible thing. I saw the videos. That was bad. So that's my take on it. You know, I don't spend a lot of times talking about this stuff because a lot of this stuff over here is really getting out of hand, and there's a bunch of plays being played. People are being suckered and scammed out of their money. But you must know from watching them, I've been here, what, 4 years now? Diva been 3, and a lot of you probably been here longer than me. We see the same thing. We see the same thing, the same plays happening. So if you give your money, you the damn fool to give your money. I could have had $1 million and wouldn't have helped. Nope. I wouldn't have gave not one dime. And I'm a very generous person. If I see you in distress and I think I can help you with whatever, I will help you. But not when you do someone like that. That was just terrible. That was terrible. Dovey made me say to myself, I would never, ever let anyone in my home. Even if I had good intentions and I wanted to help somebody out, she made me never want to help anyone out. But that happens. Once you let people in your house and they start getting mail or they have their clothes there, you cannot put them out. They become a squatter, and it's squatter laws and everything. You have to go through so much. So I hope that woman is at peace now. I hope Dovey have left her home and they continue to raise money for Dovey, however they go raise it, or she get good YouTube checks, or she get her SSI check, or whatever she gets, her Uber, whatever she's doing. I hope she'll never have to cross that bridge again, because this very same people you shit on, God tends to send you back their way, and you can't get nothing from them. Diva could see you. Diva, can DC say, can you see her and Lisa? I will never give her anything. You hear me? Never. The way I've seen her do people. And then you guys got to be a goddamn fool. And excuse me, I'm not talking about y'all, but some of these people got to be a fool to give people their hard-earned money, or however they get their money, and they turn around and talk shit to you. Constantly talk shit to you. Constantly disrespect you, and you want to fit so bad, you want to belong so bad, you allow people to humiliate you and talk smack about you, dragging you, do all that just to be part of what? It's not a star club. I don't even know what you want to be part of, that you would allow people to humiliate you and talk shit to you like that just to be a part of what? I don't know what you're trying to be a part of. Yeah, she will eventually, yeah. She will eventually pay for this. Yeah, her sins, yeah. Let me tell you something. When you sit back, Miss Playful, and you look at the type of people and the type of character of people have, you know what I'm saying, people's character. Let me get it straight. People's character, and you watch their character, you watch them do the same thing over and over and over and over again. You know just who they are. They talking about it's a persona. No, it's not a persona. That's who you are. I get sick of people saying, oh, I'm just a YouTuber. This is a YouTube persona. No, it's not. That's who you are. You can't pretend every day to be that persona. You can't do that. You have not went to acting school. You can't see DC. I hope everybody. I see DC. I see you too. Can y'all see DC? You're not blocked. Diva, I would have to look, but she not blocked. I don't know. You can't pretend to be that mean, that hateful. You can't just pretend to be that villain every day. That's who you really are. You're fucking trash. You are trash. Half of these people, I hate to say it, they can do what they want, say what they want. They are trash. It's not a persona. That's who they are. They're not pretending. They just have a platform to be who they are. So, but I ain't gonna stay on them too long. Thank you so much, Victoria. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. And I just say, I don't know. Y'all keep giving y'all money, y'all keep supporting them. I don't even, this is the truth, you guys. I don't even support over here that much anymore. People have to send me something or tell me what's happening. I don't even come over here because I can't play these reindeer games. I really can't. And I hate to see, I'm telling you, I hate to see us destroy each other. I do. And they call it entertainment. I don't call this entertainment. I really don't. But these people would do anything for a little bit of money, just a little bit of money. And they want to fit in so bad. They want to fit in with some of these people so bad, they let them make a total damn ass out of them. It's not worth it. Because even if somebody, let me tell you this secret too. Even if somebody help you get to 1,000, because that's where people want to go to 1,000. If they help you get to 1,000, you got to maintain that audience. You have to come on here and work your ass off every day just to get a couple of pennies from YouTube. And you have to maintain that. And 9 times out of 10, you can't maintain it because if you're not doing drama, you're not going to get the views. You're not going to get the views. I mean, eventually you will, but you have to withstand a whole lot of time, baby. You're going to have to take a whole lot of time to get where you need to go. Hey, baby, what's going on? Now, I'm going to switch this because I did watch something that was very all the shit is disheartening to me now because even real friends are turned against each other just to belong. You had a couple of weeks ago, you had some real friends who basically turned against each other. Yeah, at the end, I watched UT Lounge, the whole thing from the clouds. I don't know if I dropped down, but I watched it. You had a good lot, but you had real friends that was basically turning against each other because they wanted to belong so bad. They want to belong with the in crowd. You don't have to be part of an in crowd. Just be you. Just keep doing your thing. If you come on here consistently delivering whatever content you have, you will grow. It just takes time. And a lot of people are impatient. We're very impatient because we live in a microwave world. So we want it and we want it now. And so we won't put in the work. But most people, platforms who have grown, and I'm not even talking about these people over here because we already know that they got their own thing. Okay, they got their own thing going on. And, we see how they move around here. But if you just go off and do your thing, just do your thing. You will grow. It's going to take time, but you will grow. And I say this all the time. If I was consistent, my numbers would be good. I just can't be bothered with this, you guys. I really don't. This is not an intricate part of my life. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a granddaughter who just graduated going to college. I got my grandson, my oldest grandson playing ball. I was in Philly. Read the Heart of Philadelphia. I tried to reach out to you because I was in Philly and I wanted to know if you was in the area. I had to wait 3 hours before we can even see my grandson's game, but I was up in Philly and I was looking for Read the Heart of Philadelphia to see, what was happening with her. And I wasn't going there huffing and puffing and fighting or no old shit. I was going there really to meet the sister and see how things was going with her, because I was that way and I had a layover for like 3 hours before our game even started. And we beat them so bad, y'all. We unfortunately they stopped the game. The team didn't even want to play us anymore. But yeah, I was up in Philly, Reed's Way. Let's see. Sometimes it's not about YouTube money. Sometimes it may be all about only what that person can understand in their head. That's true, Regina. And you know, some of these people don't have anything else, and the YouTube is their lives. You could tell the people who really don't have a lot of outside connection, don't get outside a lot, don't have outside family who really cares for them, and you know who they gather with and different things, or they don't travel very much. You know, you could tell that YouTube is a big part of their lives because they on here every day, all day. And that's what they want to do. If that makes them happy, I'm not knocking them. But I have a real life. And when I come from work, I lay down, I have a little routine, and I'm tired. So I don't come on here every day. But I did want to come talk about how ungrateful Dovey was. And Dovey was not right in no form or fashion. And people who tell Dovey she was right, we ain't see Dovey give the lady anything. You know, we didn't see receipts of her paying any rent. We don't know what really happened. You know, there are three sides to a story. Dovey, just read my book, and God sees and knows it all. So we don't really know. You know, things get so people get so caught up in supporting people, even when they wrong, they don't really listen to the whole story. I was trying to listen to the whole thing, and I don't find Dovey to be right in no form or fashion. And that's just my take on it. Now, I'm going to drop the link because y'all know I don't stay very long. I appreciate y'all for joining me. And you know, I won't be coming down here talking about this garbage no more. It is what it is. But remember, your true friends are your true friends. If you gather with your friends behind the scenes and you have conversations and you guys bond, stick with your real friends. Some of these people are only here to benefit themselves, and they utilize other people as well to get the clicks and the views and the cash apps and the money that they want to make off of their entertainment. And there's nothing wrong with cash apps, super chats, and all that because it is entertainment for some. So I don't knock that. I just knock that people will allow anyone to be disrespected, humiliated, and talked about, kids talked about, and disabilities talked about, seniors be disrespected, anything for a click in the view. And I just don't think that should happen over here. It's so much talent in the beef sector. Is other things that we can do over here in the beef sector, because I am part of the beef sector. I have to be honest that we don't always have to try to humiliate a person, disgrace a person, talk about what a person don't have. Because again, if a lot of people would turn on the cameras, or we knew a lot of things about other people who hide behind the screens and we never see or never really know what they're about, you know, they probably living worse than the person that they humiliating or dragging. But we'll never know that because we don't get to see them. We don't talk to them behind the scenes. We're not real beauties with them. But if you have real friendship, I believe that you should stick with your real friends and your staunch supporters before you allow YouTube and wanting to be a part of people to destroy your real friendship. Please remember to like this. I'm going to drop this link, and y'all are welcome to come up here. Again, you know I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and that's going to be it. I ain't going to do too much. But I am going to say I don't like what took place to that lady. And even if she was disabled, you know, the stress wasn't good for her. The stress just wasn't good for her. You know, and then you had other people come on the platform and start calling, you know, talking about the lady and stuff like that. That shit was disgusting. It was sickening. Do better, Black people. Do better, Black women. Please do better. You deserve better, and you deserve to do better to each other. But I want to come up, but give me a few. Okay. So anybody else want to come up? You welcome to come up here and join the conversation. I know I'm not the only one who saw this stuff happening, you know, and like I said, I know a lot of people probably won't like that I said something about it, that I didn't agree with Dovey. But again, I don't give a flying, because they're not my friends. This is not my life. I don't do this all the time. And I don't kiss ass to be a part of people either. I just come down here and be Mz.Teavalocity, say what's on my mind, and then I hit it. I hit it. And that's what I do. So, Lady T, I mean, the T Lounge want me to give her, she want me to give her a couple of minutes. I was watching Tasha K. I mean, I was watching SKO. He was doing a live. He was doing a interview with Benzino. Tasha K did something with Benzino too. I was listening to a little bit of that last night. Very interesting about those reality TV shows. You know, Benzino was on one, but I didn't know that Benzino started the Source Awards. That's something I learned last night, that he started the Source Awards, and then BET took it over and made it the BET Awards because they didn't have the money. Again, they didn't have the money to do what they had to do, you know, to get it. And so BET had the money and they started the BET Awards. Regina, thanks for stopping in T Lounge. Thank you. BB Queen, good to see you. Regina, Queen Diva, you know, it's good for the ones up in, hey, listen, you up in the clouds. I know you up in the clouds. You can drop down. You could drop down. What else was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about that friendship thing because I remember I started over there with Monty and Reed and Proud Glamour. I'm at work, but I'm okay. Thank you, Tisa. I remember I started out with those ladies. No, I don't know if he started the Source magazine, but I think he started the Source Awards, and it could be possible, Levon, that he started the Source magazine as well. I believe he did, him and someone else. I don't think he said Jay-Z. I was falling asleep. It sounded like Jay-Z, but then I don't think he meant Jay-Z. But I know they did start the Source Awards. And they said like after they wasn't making any money, and like maybe the very last show they did start making money, but BET had brought it out and started doing the BET Awards. So basically they got the ideal and concept from Benzino and someone else. Yeah, you welcome, baby. Thanks for joining me, Levon. And then I see Rita. I saw Rita back on. Whew. Rita. I saw Rita back on Dragon too. Her and Rick Reed. And I normally don't drop down in anyone's chat anymore. Even if I'm watching them, I don't drop down. But I did drop down Rick Reed's because he was dragging. Oof. He was dragging. He was upset. He was really upset with those ladies over there. And like I said, we don't even know what color Nina is. Nina is a chaos demon. You know, she gets shit started and then it goes haywire over there. But again, you guys create monsters, and that's a monster you created. So she's just gonna do her thing. Queen Diva, that's you?
It's me. I'm having a camera split. Let me cut my camera off. I'm pinning up my hair.
Oh, you pinning your hair up?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hair. Here's my camera. Sorry,
That's all
Diva.
right. That's all right.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what to do with my hair as well. And look at me. I'm in my pajamas and I'm chilling. I'm just chilling, sis. How are you?
Good. I can't complain.
So what did you think of this Diva? Because I know you watched it all. What did you think of it?
Girl, that was a hot mess for one. And for two, I want everybody to know, don't let people stay at your house. Because you know what? You can't come to my house and stay longer than a day.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Somebody got something. I heard, Victoria, I heard the restraining order was granted today against 7 Stars today. What are your thoughts, if any? I don't know what's going on with 7 Stars, that she had a restraining order against her. The last I heard that she was pregnant by some gentleman off of YouTube that they had a relationship with. I don't know too much about 7 Stars. Yeah, I don't watch them. You know what, Victoria? I have to be honest. You guys are probably telling me something because I don't know much about it. I believe a lot of people can see the real, the plays, and the downright lowdown on this app and other social media platforms. Most adults know right from wrong unless mentally compromised. And you know what? I have to say this. I have to say this. A lot of these adults are mentally compromised. There's some real serious mental issues here. And social media have given people platforms who don't deserve platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I
And
agree.
even though you think they well in their mind, the shit they do let you know they're not well in their mind. That's just my take on that. Hey, BB Nice, what's going on? So yeah, Diva. So what wasn't that crazy? Was it crazy or what?
Girl, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. But it tied up my whole Sunday watching that BS. It was terrible. See, for one, I felt really bad for just reading my book.
Me too. I felt bad for that lady.
And the things that was said about that lady after she had opened her home up and welcomed Dovey in. At
Yeah,
first, Dovey was having a good time. She looked
yeah.
happy with her and everything.
Yep,
Then
yep,
all of a
yep, Diva.
sudden, all
Yeah,
hell broke loose like that.
yeah.
It was
So
terrible. The
the cat
cops was
shit was
called.
fine when it was
Yeah.
on top of the beer cans and shit. You know,
Hmm.
because I'm sure
Hmm.
the cat shitted on the beer cans, on the food, on the counters, because you know cats be all over. I can't stand cats.
Fact.
So the cats was fine. Then all of
Hmm.
a sudden the cats
Hmm.
wasn't fine. Something went wrong. And like I said, we don't know that lady's side story, so we'll never really know. We just hearing Dovey part of it. But two, one thing about it, Diva, this too shall pass. Nothing lasts long. You only get a
No.
couple of days to talk about. Something else will happen tomorrow with somebody else or the next day, and this should be over with. So
So true.
she better, what they say, relish in her delight in her, money she get now. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
All money not good money.
Dad
All
always
money is
told us
not
that.
good money.
Dad always
First
told
of
us that.
all, you only have to tell me once to get out your house and I'm leaving.
I wouldn't even want to be there.
You think
You
I'm gonna be
tell me to
sitting
get
on your
out.
porch still doing a live talking about you? Hell no, I am out.
I wouldn't even want to be there. I don't give a shit. I would have went to a shelter. I would have
Yeah.
went to a shelter. Who the hell want to be in somebody's house and they saying, "Bitch, get the fuck out. You ain't nothing. You ain't this. You a stinking hoe. You are this. You are that."
Oh my
I wouldn't want to
God.
be there. But
Mm, mm, mm,
but
mm.
here's the reality. Wait, I'm sorry. Here's the reality, Diva, and everybody
Mhm.
else. When you don't have anywhere to go, what you gonna do? She didn't have anywhere to go. She didn't have anywhere to go. So
Well, then shut your mouth and chill out, okay?
yeah,
Because that
yeah,
situation could have got really,
yeah.
really
Oh,
ugly,
it could have
okay?
got ugly.
Somebody could have been in jail, okay?
Dovey
Somebody
was
could
gonna
have.
go to jail, I believe. I'm glad that Dovey got the hell up out of there just not to see the lady in jail. I don't want
No,
anyone else.
Dovey was smart. Dovey was playing the game. Dovey asked them to take her out her own damn house. So she probably could take over the woman's house, okay?
Oh,
I'm
girl.
just saying. I'm just
Oh
saying. I don't
shit.
give.
She
I
would have
could
made
care
it her
less.
own home with the cat piss and shit in it.
And that's a smell you can't get out. Once the cat
I
spray in
said,
your house, it's over.
yeah, that's what I said. Well, Miss
So
Playful, she has nowhere to go. She has no shame and no dignity. Exactly. She has nowhere to go. And I know she
fat.
probably gonna cuss me out good, but guess what?
That's all right.
Because I don't watch those people.
You've
I
been
really
cussed
don't
out by
watch.
better people. Who cares?
Yeah, I done been cussed out by better people. You right. But
So
right is
who
right,
cares?
wrong is wrong. You got these people cheering you on, making you think you right, and you wrong. It's two left
Mhm.
goddamn shoes doing that.
Exactly. Exactly.
You should have went in there and talked to that lady. If y'all was having a disagreement, y'all should have sat down, talk. You should have played it cool. Cause like I said, you've
Mhm.
been enduring cat piss and cat shit
But
and
and my
a
thing is
filthy
this.
house.
I'm sorry, Mz.Teavalocity. I don't mean to
No, go
cut you
ahead.
off. My
No.
thing is this. People are totally different when they drinking. Okay? They're another
Oh,
person. They're a whole nother person. So she
girl.
has to be used to that lady drinking like that. They both was drinking at one point, having a good time. But
They
just read my book, maybe drink, must drink, or maybe drink a little more, I should say.
but let me tell you something, Diva. Anytime I get ready to pop open a can of beer, a
Mhm.
drink
I ain't drinking out
in
the can.
my house, well, I'm just saying whatever I want to drink, I'm gonna drink it because it's my
I gotta
house.
get up this camera.
It's my house. If I want to run around here butt naked with my cane, it's my
That
house.
Facts.
It's my house. You here in my house. If
Mm-hmm.
my cat wanted to shit on top of your head, he
Yeah,
could because it's his house. Because
you
he's
right.
my animal, right?
You right.
So you can't go in people's house talking shit. Sugarfoot
Mm-hmm.
lives there, right?
Yeah,
That's his name,
you
Sugarfoot.
right. That's Sugarfoot house.
The
Shoot.
disagreement was probably
Sugarfoot
about
house.
money. I agree. I agree. It probably was about money. Like I said, the lady. Oh Lord, look at Levon. Say Dovey was plotting on just read my books home.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
I
sad.
think so too, somewhat. I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. We all
Hey,
on the
read a
outside
book.
looking in. So it's going to be all kinds of opinions, you know. Hey,
Mhm.
Rita, how are you?
She wait. Let's see what Miss Playful. She might have caught Dovey still now the cookie jar. Who knows? See, that's what I'm saying. Some made that lady mad and wanted Dovey to get out of her house, y'all. Because I'm like you, Diva. They've been partying. They've been drinking. They've been partying. We don't know if they've been puffing. They've been getting
We don't
along.
know what they've been doing. And more may come out, okay? Because we wasn't there. So we
But,
don't know what they was
but
doing.
listen, the story only could play about 1 or 2 more days, and then somebody else got some shit going on,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna switch. So she better get all the Cash App, Super Chat. I think at the end, I did hear Sassy say that they was gonna continue to collect for her. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
Lady T, that's you. That's you, Lady T.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can do that. You could just keep them down there and ask them.
Ask
Don't
who?
worry about the banner.
I didn't put the banner up because I
That's
saw
what,
your picture.
right, but I'm
That's
saying
what she
you
said.
can ask them why they still. Hey, girl.
No, I have to put you on scene. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
think I have to put you up here. Hey,
Hey,
Miss T.
Lady T, but I'm about to get down, sis, because I need to do
Okay.
my little.
In my opinion, what happened should have viewed as another lesson learned. There are many
All right.
lessons
Have a
in
good
this
one.
situation. Refreshes lesson, new lessons, etc. I just hope that this is a cautionary tale for discernment. Yeah, very good point. Go ahead. Dovey seemed to be trying to get just read my book to hit her so she can get a
Facts. I believe that too at first.
She played it cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, Dovey stayed calm for a long time. She never did cuss that lady out, but she antagonized her
Sure
by
did.
staying on that video talking about that lady
Absolutely.
personal business. What you
Mm-hmm.
think, Lady T?
Well, so far, I agree with everything I heard since that, I have been to the store because I wanted to get my little wine cooler. That's why I said give me a
Yeah, I need to
hope,
go get my wine too, because this is I'm
but
baby.
um
Go ahead.
but yeah, like that whole thing, I could not hear. I would not have been able to handle it if I would just read my book. I know people was talking about, oh, she was ranting and raving or whatever. What else was she supposed to do? She wanted to put her hands on the lady. She knows she ain't trying to get arrested. So then all she can do is rant and rage because this woman won't leave
her house. Yeah. And if the lady's handicapped and Dovey knows she's handicapped, because I don't know, you guys correct me. I don't want to put words in people. Did she say she was in a wheelchair? She walked with a cane and she was really heavy set?
Well, I missed some of I was back and forth between people that was between that live and people that was going live talking about the live. So I didn't catch everything. But I know she was saying she was disabled. I think it was I want to say walker, but
a walker? Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah, don't take that as fact.
Baby, they would have
really don't know.
You know what? If I had a walker, you said a walker, right?
Walker, cane, wheelchair, something would have went over Dovey's.
I think I would have beat the dog shit out Dovey with my cane and went to jail for it. I'm sorry. That lady was super duper antagonized in her own home.
Right.
You using my mother electricity on my and you talking about me
to rip me a new one.
Oh, baby. Woo, Lord Jesus, don't ever put me in
that and this is why you have to be. And then the thing that got me, I heard I was over on Dovey channel earlier. The thing that got me was people must have been in the chat saying go to a shelter. What bugged me out is Sassy was really on the tip like, are y'all serious? Yes, we're serious. That's where homeless people go. Well, not you. Well, that
listen. You are exactly right. That's where homeless people go. And from there, I know in DC, you go to a shelter, and I'm talking about DC. Now, not Maryland or Virginia. They don't give a damn. But you go to a shelter in DC and you stay there for 30 days, they give you a housing voucher, get you housing, get you food stamps, and everything else you need. So people here go to shelter sometime just to get that voucher. I mean, I don't want to stay in no shelter, but if I had to, I would. I mean, if I just had to, but
and you're at the point where you have to. Your family is not taking you in. You're getting put out of.
Now, just let me ask you that. Let me stop right there. Why, if you have family in the same general area, that you ain't at your family's house? That should tell you something.
That should tell. That was where Just Read My Book is at fault, because you should have picked up on that big old context clue or red flag or whatever you want to call it. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about me and my family. We don't want you on our couch so much. We don't want you on our couch so bad. We don't want you in our house to the point where we gonna help you with your rent.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
See, this is where I have a problem with people making Dovey think she right in her thinking and doings. Get your ass to a shelter if you have to. Get out of that woman's house. That's her house. And if these people like and love her so much, just transport it to your house.
Right. And this is right, exactly. But you won't, and that's how, and that's why. Now, this is the thing. Come on to New York. Let me tell you about my friend, right? Had my friend stayed with me when she was losing her apartment and getting divorced, right? Had she come stay with me, there's no way in the world she would be where she is right now. She had to go through the shelter system. And what ended up happening is when she went through the shelter system, you know where she lives right now?
Probably somewhere nice.
On Fifth Avenue.
Really?
Overlooking Central Park. My hand to God. Overlooking Central Park. And mind you, the thing that puts me out is the building that she's in. First off, she didn't have to be facing Central Park. She could have been on the other side of the building. And that building doesn't have a balcony on each floor. So she got a balcony. I woke up one morning. I had a joint and she was like, I was like, oh, you getting ready to go to the shower? She was like, yeah. I said, oh, okay, I wanted some coffee. She said, oh, no problem. She went on her phone and tapped something on her phone, and the coffee started making from her fucking phone. I said, oh, you living it up, like the good life and everything.
And she came from the shelter.
From the shelter, but mind you, she had to do 2 years in that bitch.
2 years?
Yeah, because the thing about it was, by the time she, because some of them inspections that they go through and stuff, when you get your voucher and you're about to get out, it won't pass the inspection. It'll be something along those lines. So by the time she didn't get that, I want to say it was like the 4th apartment that she found, because it's also kind of hard to find an apartment that will take the voucher. When she did, I said, first off, don't tell nobody about the next one you find. Wait till you sign the papers. I said, the other thing is God got something for you. And next thing you know, she was in that building with doctors and whoever else. And
really? From a voucher? See, New York treats you good too. DC treats you good too.
And that's my homegirl. My neighbor. I think she was in there 6 to 8 months. I can't remember exactly what. But she's living somewhere in Long Island, Queens. All I know is I want to say she's in Queens somewhere. And I want to ask her where exactly she is right now. But she showed me the picture. She got floor to ceiling windows. Every building has a pier that it goes out to, or there's water. So
off the voucher.
And I'm sitting here struggling. I'm pissed. I'm like, I'm about to go into the shelter.
But you know what? I don't think I can do no shelter.
I can't either.
But let me tell you something. One thing is, now Queen Diva gonna make fun of me because she know I don't like to cook and shit. So I'll tell you. But if you staying with somebody, I believe the least you could do if you're not working to clean their house, keep their
Right.
house clean, cook the meals for when they come home from work. That's all you have to do. You know what I mean?
And be considerate.
And be considerate, right? So, like I said, we really don't know what happened, and all these people promoting Dovey. Good for you.
I don't
Why don't you
understand
take her
it.
to your house so she could do that shit to you? You see what she did to her. So, like somebody said, she has no shame, and Dovey is who Dovey is, and y'all already know who Dovey is.
And that's the part you already knew.
Yep.
Number
But
one.
maybe Yvonne made a good point. Somebody made a good point up here. Perhaps the lady was lonely and she wanted company, and she done talked to Dovey behind the scenes and they hit it off. So she allowed her to come. But maybe she overstayed her welcome too.
You know what I do when I want company?
What?
I cook and invite somebody over.
But I mean,
I don't need that much dang on company in the doggone world for somebody to be disrupting me like that. And
that was terrible how that lady was done yesterday. They could say
her house, and you can't
in her own house. That shit was terrible, man. That was terrible. Yeah, I don't think I could have withstood that. I'm telling the truth. But I don't know how disabled. Hey, Queen Kwani, what's going on? I don't know how disabled this lady is, but I think I would have beat the dog shit out of her with my cane. That's how enraged I think I would have became. It
would have turned to violence, disabled or not. I'm gonna tell you when it would have turned to violence, disabled or not. When that lady was ready to go to bed and she wanted to lay her head down in her house the way she wants to lay it down, which means without that lady in it, that's when it was gonna get violent. She left right when the sun started to set. I started getting nervous, like, oh my God, is this gonna turn violent? Because somebody's gonna want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody
I thought that too. Now I would have never Dovey did the right thing by leaving, because I would have never closed my eyes in her house, because you don't know what you could pay people to do. See, because there's a lot of dope fiends, alcoholics out there just want a little bit of money to support their habit, and would have came in and did some shit to Dovey. So Ronnie Q did the right thing by keeping her up there and making sure that Dovey left the house. Now, if Dovey went to the casino, that's her business. She got out the lady's house. And I don't know if y'all noticed, the lady became very calm when Dovey was packing her stuff.
Right, because she's like,
how right away, all that hooping and hollering.
She's like, how am I going to get this lady out of my house? I want her out. And that's all that. And I've been there before. So I really understood.
Oh, I've been there before too.
You know what I mean? When you want somebody out.
I've been there before too.
And I remember it was getting to the point where, because I asked the girl, I said, how long do you need to stay? Right. Then we had a conversation about, is that feasible? Like, can you really do it in that time frame? Oh yeah, I this, that, and third, whatever. Now comes the day when you told me you was leaving. And you talking about you need more time. And I was like, you don't have any more time.
Right.
And somehow my mom caught wind of it. By the time she got to the house, she heard me because she already knew. And my mother is banging on the door like because she hears me getting ready to. I was gonna really, you know what I'm saying. And I let her in or whatever. She was able to calm things down, and my friend left. But my thing is, I'm telling you, like after, and that wasn't even the last time. The last time was my cousin. And after that, I said, I will never, ever live with anybody again unless I'm in a serious commitment or something with somebody. You got to have penis that you're giving me at night for me to want to even. I can't. I don't. Otherwise, we're just, no. I need to be able to walk around like I want to walk around, do whatever I want to do whenever I do it. And if I wake up in the morning and I got a bug in my butt and I don't want somebody in my house no more, guess what? You cannot be here.
Something happened, Lady T. And like I said, we'll never know, because it's two sides, it's three sides to a story, and we only getting one side. And that lady probably is a little at peace, even if she woke up drinking this morning. Everybody have their own vices. You know what I mean?
Right.
I smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke in Diva's house. You know, when I go to visit her, sometimes she may let me smoke in the house, but then she'll say sometime, well, damn, all that smoke, Tiva, something like that. So I'll go downstairs. I'll leave the house because that's a house. That's her house.
house.
I can't get mad. Now, I can't get mad because she don't want me to smoke in the house. That's her house. So I go downstairs and I'll go on the bench and go puff my cigarette and I'll go back upstairs. But once she tell me to stop, I have to stop. I'm not gonna sit down. I want to hear her side too.
I need to hear her side
too, Connie.
And that's where you go.
I'm interested to hear that lady's side because I'm sure is going to be different than Dovey's side of the story.
You talk about you spoke in her car.
Look at that with the windows down. Let me see. Hopefully Dovey can stay in the room a few more days. Bossy Don Diva, did you feel sorry for Dovey? I'd like to hear your take on it, baby. Because you said hopefully she could stay in what room? What room? Is she in the room?
About the hotel.
Did y'all see her in the hotel room today? I don't know. I hope she can stay.
I don't know. It looked like a hotel bed, but the next thing you know, she looked like she was on a football field. And I don't understand. So I just like, okay.
Well, somewhere. I'll tell you this.
She about to be back in that lady's house, though. I know that.
I believe that. I believe what should have happened is she should have stopped that video, got off the video, and I wrote in her chat, get off live and go talk to the lady. Go talk to the lady. Whatever differences y'all have, you guys could have worked it out. Be smart. But right now, people are paying for her to go to other places. So, hey, if that works for her, but be smart. You laid in the piss. You laid in the shit. You laid in the shit around the toilet. You saw the panty liners. You picked them up or whatever, the drawers or whatever. You could have stayed there a few more days. You said your apartment is ready Friday. It went from 1 week. It went from 1 week to 2 weeks. So I don't know how many weeks it'll be ready. But you could have talked to that lady. It didn't have to come to YouTube. You know what I mean? Because y'all had to have some type of relationship. Okay, so Kwani knows Dovey, and I think she talked to Dovey behind. Oh, yeah, they say she in the hotel. I think Kwani talks to Dovey too. But I would have got off YouTube and talked to the lady. I'm not going to care who's here. I don't care what. She was wrong. She was wrong to be on live talking about that lady like that, living in her house, even on her front porch. You could have went down somewhere else, but you knew.
You were still able to record right outside of her house.
Yeah.
And it's one thing, the lady said don't have your camera on. That's number one. She didn't say she couldn't record. But the other thing is she was like, the live wasn't about her. She didn't say don't do a live about me. She said don't go live. And mind you, I doubt if that was the arrangement because you knew you was letting a CC in when you said come stay with me. So I know she wasn't thinking that was going to stop. So I know it had to be. And I heard her say that, well, maybe I didn't. I'm okay. What I actually heard and what I've been, in the streets. But camera off.
Oh, PB was speaking on it. Who's PB? Who PB? Oh, I haven't spoken to Dovey on the phone since all of this mess. Oh, okay.
Properly bona fide.
Oh, okay. I don't watch it because I know Kwani and Dovey used to have a relationship, so I don't know. And I don't, like I said, I left the live and came back, and when I came back, Ronnie Q was actually hosting the live, getting money, and Dovey was moving on. Again, please don't take this wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for nobody. I don't care what no one says. Dovey, in my eyes and my heart, was wrong. Now, I don't know what caused the wrong. I don't know. But in my eyes, she was wrong. And I feel sorry for anyone, especially a senior, you guys, that's out in the street. I don't want to see anyone homeless. But I don't give a damn. Senior, veteran, regular, mentally ill, you have to treat people a certain kind of way, and you have to treat people with kindness when they open your door and let you in. You don't talk shit to them. They giving you a place to lay your head. It's 100 degrees in South. It with no water, no medication for some people. That's a deadly thing. But however, that does not give you the right to talk shit to me after I open my door and let you in my home for whatever reason. If I brought you for companionship, if I brought you in there to, to take care of me, you don't have a right to sit in my house on live and humiliate me and disgrace me the way Dovey did. Now, y'all take it for what it's worth. Cuss me out, do whatever you want.
And when you in somebody else's house under them circumstances, whether you like it or not, you become the maid or the butler.
Exactly. What I just say, if I'm living with somebody and I'm not working or whatever, and the only way I can help them out, I'm going to make sure their house is clean. I'll help them take care of themselves. If that's the position I have to play, I do whatever I can to let you know I'm grateful to be living here and I appreciate you, for letting me get on my feet, but again.
But when you're dealing with somebody that knows the law, who is a certified hustler, a con artist, let me not even say hustler, they don't feel the need to do all that stuff because they know that they don't have to, because they know that regardless, you're going to be able to stay there.
Now, let me tell you something.
You squat.
So the family members, these people, that I know, that happened to them. And here's this thing. They talk shit to the person too as well. And they very disrespectful to the person. And it's so sad that they won't leave because they don't have anywhere to go. But my thing is, if you don't have anywhere to go and I'm helping you, bottom line is, I don't give a damn how much I drink, how much I smoke. I could be a chain smoker. I could smoke weed. I could do whatever. It's my house. You just have to accept it and just be respectful. And we live, together. Why I let you stay here. The shit just went crazy. And I think a lot of times people do things for YouTube. They mix YouTube with their real lives. But that's that lady real life. That's Just Read My Book real life. And that's Dovey real life. And I'm telling you, y'all could cheer. You could say what you want. If Dovey don't be careful, she's going to be in this situation again.
Listen, she
ain't going to have anybody to turn to. Everybody's not going to cash that. But the beef sector is generous, though. That's one thing I say about them. They'll help you get out of jam. But people going to get tired of helping you get out of jam and you doing the same thing.
Exactly. And first off, as soon as she went live and it went down, she was getting cash up. They didn't need to rally she had enough cash up to put in a hotel before anybody even mentioned the hotel. I guarantee you, knowing how the beef sector is.
Yeah, they're very generous people, man.
And people know it, and people play up on it. You know what I mean? And there'll be times when you might be really in a situation, but the type of person I am, I'm not bringing it to freaking YouTube. But
me either. Some things, T, I'm not going to bring to YouTube. And I tell you that all the time. I'm a very private person when it comes to my business. I won't bring it to YouTube too because it's my real life. And I keep them separate. I keep them very separate.
And what Bossy Don Divas just said, she said she was way too calm. And that's what it was. She's used to that. This is the thing. The beef sector could sit there and try to help her from hitting rock bottom, but when God wants you to hit rock bottom,
you're gonna hit it.
You're gonna hit it.
Exactly. And God, let me tell y'all something. That's something I don't do. I don't play with God. When I speak of God, I'm very serious about it. I don't mix them. God's gonna see to it that you reap what you sow. And what you did to that lady Dovey is going to reap. Y'all could keep trying to catch her. You could bat for her. You could support whatever. But I'm like you, T. She's going to have to hit rock bottom to see. And to me, this is rock bottom too.
Oh, this ain't rock bottom. This ain't rock bottom. It ain't rock bottom when you getting cash out and able to go to a hotel. What's finna to happen is right as we speak, God is cutting a hole in that dang on net. Because it's time for her to hit rock bottom at whatever age she is. Rock bottom is here. And now she played around.
I thought she was living with her family too. I didn't know in-laws, Kwani, but I thought she was living with her family until I think a couple of months ago. I heard somebody say she was she was living with that lady, Just Read My Book. I thought they said she was visiting her. I thought they said she was going to
Connecticut, and why she couldn't continue on to Connecticut, because she said she was going somewhere in Connecticut. Why can't she keep on her happy ass on to Connecticut?
Well, I don't know, but like I said, I think it started out. I don't believe it was a play when it started out, but I think it ended up a play on Dovey's part. Not that lady misread my books, but on Dovey's part, she thought, yeah, this shit getting good. I'm collecting these duckies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have my medicine. I just need to. Well, how much do you need? How much do you need? You know, we quick to ask. Well, where can you go? Somebody help out. How much do you need? And she was like, yeah, I'm at 200 now. And they said, well, how much more you need? Let me call a hotel. Hold on. She played the shit out of that. She's a professional. She know how to do that. Dovey, I give you that. I'll give you that, Dovey. You played that. You played that to the end, and you still getting money, because if I'm not mistaken, I heard, and I could be wrong, y'all correct me. I heard Sassy tell her last night, how much more do you need so we can get that? You know, we'll take care of that. So she's getting what she needs, you guys. She's getting the dollars. So she's going to play this up. But here's the thing. Nothing lasts forever over here. You only get a couple of days, and then something else is going to happen tomorrow with somebody else, and Dovey will still be out there. See, and then Dovey will be out there.
Dovey going back to that lady's house.
I believe that too, but we could be wrong, Lady T.
We could be wrong. And the only reason why we would be wrong is because eyes are on her. If YouTube wasn't involved, I'm gonna tell you she would have been back at that lady's house.
I believe so too. She don't have anywhere to go. She rather sit there.
In there. She left something. She left something. If she didn't leave with every single thing,
well, she couldn't have left with everything, because is that all she had? It didn't take very long to get in the Uber.
That's my point. That is exactly my point. She didn't leave with everything, so she still lives there.
Oh, asking why Dovey there. Oh, yeah, she probably did. But child, she can't talk. Go on, Lady T.
Oh no, I was reading that last message.
Yeah, she said that she know lovely love feel vindicated. She gave Just Read My Book. See, to be honest with y'all, I can't sit down here and talk too much because I haven't really seen it. I just happened to watch that yesterday, and I don't even know how I got on Dovey's. But I got on there, and I thought, well, what the hell is going on? Because I hear the lady screaming out. Then I called Diva. Diva, go to Dovey's.
I tested out.
Normally is Diva calling me. Hey,
Sassy, get over here right now.
Is Diva calling me? You know, but then I said, girl, get over to Dovey. Something is happening over there with her and this Just Read My Book lady. And I heard all that screaming, and I just sat there and watched it. I left, you guys. I left, went to Walmart, and went somewhere else and came back, and they were still on. And she still helped 1,300 people. It was a hell of a show. Mm-hmm. It was a hell of a show.
We ain't seen nothing like that since Rob and Tracy.
That I think they might have outdid Rob. Well, I don't know. On the scale of one, what? I don't know. This was very interesting. People eat off this for a long time. Hey, Sassy, what's up, baby? But here's another thing, too. I do want to say this, too. You know, it seems like when people are really having a relationship, enjoying themselves, other people just hate on them. Now, I'm going to go to Kiki right quick because I done told you, you know, Dovey, I done talked about that, but I'll come back to Dovey if I have to. Mm-hmm. But Kiki Prime, Dovey has been caught in many alleged lies. The accusations she was saying about Just Read My Book yesterday, can anyone seriously believe everything? I don't know. The lady never got on camera for me to see if she was handicapped. I never seen no receipts of Dovey giving her any money. So I can't say she really gave her that money, Regina, and that's being non-biased too. I do believe that Dovey may have given us something, but maybe not the amount she said, and I don't know how she gave it. I don't know what the agreement. Is this the agreement? T, here's the agreement. If you let me stay with you, I get my check on the first. I'll give you $500 a month, plus I'll put $100 groceries, right? That's an agreement. And you say, yay or nay, right? That's an agreement we made. So I don't know if she gave her money. The lady never did say she didn't give her money when Dovey told the police, you know, she never did say Dovey didn't give her money. So I'm inclined to believe Dovey gave her something. Now, how much, we don't know. Oh, she said just my here goes Sassy, you know, the spokesperson. Sassy said that she did say. No one beat. Wait, she say ain't nobody beat Sacramento Gate yet. Well, they coming up. They got a lot of gates going on around here. They always have. Oh, so she said that she confirmed. Sassy said she confirmed that she gave her money. Like I said, I believe Dovey gave her something, and this all could have transpired over money. You know, we don't know. Again, I haven't heard. Just read my book side of the story, and we know we can't hear God's side of the story. It ain't like he gonna come down here. Gay Boss Lady. Oh, the exclusive today. Okay. Well, I don't watch her, so I won't be going over there to support that. But thank you, Sassy. If y'all want to, she gave Boss Lady exclusive today. I don't watch her. But anywho, thank you, Sassy. Here goes Sassy, the spokesperson. I said, I know I'm waiting for Sassy to come on because you know Sassy could really tell it. But anywho, let me go to this right quick. Now I hear people, and I haven't followed. Okay, T, you back? I hear people talking about Kiki and this Optimus Prime guy. So I went over to check Kiki out. Kiki looked like she's having a nice time. And they doing some nice shit that costs money too. It ain't too shabby. That Romero is not too shabby to rent. You know what I mean? So it looks like she's having. Okay, I'm gonna be on for a little bit. Hi, D. Lynette. So it looks like Kiki having a good time. So I want to say blessings to Kiki and Optimus Prime. You know, they look like they having a good time. He's treating her well. She's treating him well, and they happy, y'all. Let's be happy for people when they get together and enjoy each other. Everything here don't have to be bad. You know, so what, he doesn't look like genuine. I know I'm old, or he doesn't look like, but he means something to her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. And I hope she don't let this affect her. Because you know she did come on, and I watched them ride the bull. So they was at the Cadillac Ranch, I believe, because there's the bull riding there. And I heard them. Saw her trying to get up on the bull. She didn't stay up there a hot second. But it appears to me that they having a good time. So I wish them well in their relationship, and I hope it lasts. As long as someone treats you good, it doesn't always matter how fine they are or what physique they have. You love people for who they are. Just like she's working out, working her weight off. She can have him join her as well if they're not happy with each other's weight. You know what I mean? But it seemed like she's having, in fact, is one of the best relationships that we've seen so far on here. You know?
I don't. I think it's all for show. I don't believe none of it.
God damn it.
I think that
y'all just be happy for people.
Sure.
I just can't.
I'm just telling you what I think. I think she did it to one up Tracy and show her that she did for a moment. But she also, that first opening number, the camera should have never went on. She should have went straight to wherever she went to get his second outfit. And don't be mad. I'm just telling you how I
feel. I'm pulling for people.
I'm pulling for Kiki too.
I'm rooting for Kiki.
The Kiki that y'all are seeing, you know, that's why, because I used to say all the time, I don't talk to this Kiki that be online. I be talking to a whole nother Kiki that she come online, she do some other shit. You understand what I'm saying?
But you know her, T.
I don't know her like well, you know what I mean? But I know that
think it's all for show.
Somebody said Capricorn.
Oh, look at these people dropping down saying these bad things. And I'm trying to. Oh, y'all stop it. Oh, I'm trying to congratulate them.
They should have ran a Century 20. Well, they didn't start out in New York. They should have ran to the nearest Burlington. So that way, when she came on camera, and then like Dear Self said, they should have had all the or maybe it was Demetria, they should have all the angles from the shoulder up, like you normally see them. You know what I'm saying? Like how we used to see them. Everything should be from the shoulder up. You know what I'm saying? That these very, well thought out angles. You know what I'm saying? And then that whole thing where it came off way better.
And I was serious. I'm serious. I'm hoping the best for them. Even if they just giving us a show, it's costing them a lot of money, baby. It's costing them a lot of money.
But Kiki got it. Don't think Kiki don't got it. Kiki got it.
Oh, she got it. She got money. Yeah,
she was trying to challenge her to send a certain amount of money. I said she got it.
She got. Oh no, I don't doubt. But I'm just saying, ain't they mean, Trace? You're even saying that, Lord. I'm trying to, y'all. I'm trying to say, well, Kiki, from Mz.Teavalocity to you, I wish you well with your relationship. It looked like y'all having a wonderful time. Y'all spending a nice piece of change. So if you're trying to one up somebody, you definitely one up in them. I would assume from what I've seen. And I hope that's not really the reason for it. You guys think that's the reason?
Not Mz.Teavalocity? No, not you. I don't believe it. You just want to see something positive that bad?
I do. I do. I want to see something positive that bad.
It was positive. I'm not saying that it wasn't positive. And I'm positive that it's for
y'all. Is there another conversation? No, it's costing Kiki a lot. Ooh, y'all saying that she's spending her money to do all this, y'all. Kiki
he might be doing something. He might be covering the tip, and like a bill here and there.
They only drinking water though, and sparkling water. So that's
well, I guess they were covering. So he might be taking care of the tip in a meal or so.
She said they pray together. Y'all stop it. Stop it.
Now she will pray. She will pray. She's prayed with me.
So they praying together. So maybe God is giving them this
opportunity. I mean, I guess it's nothing different than Tinder.
Y'all are mean. And I'm not being a mean girl. I'm not being a mean girl. Kiki is not me. I really believe that you are really having a nice time with your is it the fiance now? Because I know. Did I say it wrong?
You said it right, but it's true. But I'm just saying engaged.
Oh, it's because
I don't know. They engaged. Man, if she gets listen here, I'm all here for a YouTube wedding. I was waiting for Mr. Carruthers and what's the name?
Oh, now you bringing that shit back up.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind seeing Sassy going back there with not Lamont. What that man?
See, Kwani with me. Kwani, are you with me? You praying that they do well?
No, Kwani praying for your good sense to come back.
Kwani, please, are you agreeing with me that you hope they having a nice time? You guys, everything is not
having a nice time. But I'm talking about.
But let me tell you something. BB Nice, Queen Diva, and I, and BB Nice wife, we went. And I never got on YouTube. See, because that shit's not my real life. This is not my real life. I think when people do come on here, and it's okay for you to show the world or for your supporters, I don't have a problem with that. But sometimes I think people do it for show, just for show. If you really having a good time, no need for you to come on here every minute, really, and show you having a good time, unless you really not having a good time. And you trying to make it look, I haven't seen them kiss and slob all over each other. I haven't seen one kiss yet, but that could be coming because they slowly working it. They praying.
They still on the vacation. They doing real nice.
Yeah, they doing good. So you guys stop. Just stop it. See,
I'll take that. She's having a good time in life. I suppose.
Y'all slick under the table shade. I'm not shading anyone.
I go under the table. Do I need to be?
Wait, hold on. I post once I get home. Yeah, I don't post while I'm on vacation because see, for real, T, just hold up 1 minute. Gigi, I'm serious. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you think, but I'm not slick shading anyone. I do wish people well when they start a relationship. I don't care if she met him here, in the grocery store, in church, wherever. If they really enjoying themselves, themselves and they really into themselves, then I wish them well. And that's for real. That's no bullshit. I like love. I like black love, you know? And if she's paying right now, perhaps it'll be his turn next time. We can't say.
I don't even care if she is paying or not. All I said was I think that she did it to one up Tracy.
Okay, maybe she, hey, like with Jamila, I wanted to take more pics and do videos, but I be in the moment and forget. Yeah, I just don't think I always had to come on here. I got a clip that I could have showed you. I could have uploaded at Diva's 60th birthday. We had plenty of fun. We had all kind of pictures. She took beautiful pictures. She was beautiful. We gambled. We had a good time. We had a chef who fed us well. I don't feel a need to come on here and show people how I really live. I'm not trying to impress no. I'm coming on here just to hang out with my YouTube buddies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't have to. Hey, like with Jamila, what's going on, baby? Yeah, but we took pictures and everything. In fact, I thought about it. I took a picture and paid for a picture, but I never downloaded it. It was of Queen, BB, and myself. Nice picture in the pool, and I paid for it, and I forgot it was digital to download it. So I don't know if it's expired or not. But I wanted that picture to have. Yeah. Look, I wanted to go live, but Mz.Teavalocity said no, because my private, that's one thing about me, you guys. If you don't know, I'll let you know. I'm very private. I'm very private. My private life is my real life I live. I don't always have good days. I don't always have bad days, but it's my life. And I don't need people on YouTube in my life like that. So
Right.
I don't do all that. I don't come on here and splurge. I don't show my cars. I don't show my house. I don't do none of that. There's no need for me to do it. There's nobody here that important that I have to try to please, you know? So, but yeah, so I hope they doing well. And like I said, of her. But I know people will try to tear you down, even when you having a good time, even if they playing and they looking, hey, Peach Fuzz, I am with you. I love. Yeah, we need to more love. We need to promote more of that. And I hope it works out. And if she's spending her money, she got it to spend.
Right. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying where I think it stems from. The intentions behind it,
Okay. That could be true. I'm just gonna believe that they enjoying themselves. She looks happy. She looks a little more happier than him. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Diamond B, the only way you get blocked if you disrespect or use profanity. What's going on? Treasure Lane think they having a good. I went live outside last week. Folks were commenting on. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. They go find something to talk about, even though I don't give a damn because these people don't really know me. But going live on vacation can be dangerous. That's true. Plus, you putting other people in your business. You showing everybody where you at. So I allow people to think what they want to think about me, or think what I have or what I don't have. I don't come on here and do anything other than entertain my friends and talk to my YouTube buddies. That's it. I don't know these people in real life. Some people we do. Now, like I said, I've met Jamila, I've met BB, I've met Tita. I haven't met Treasure. I haven't met Kwani, but I come on here and I just entertain. And we just talk. But I'm not gonna tell these people my whole life.
Met Really BTV. I think a camera got pulled out but it never the picture was never posted. We was just
You met Really BTV?
Yeah, we just met up really quickly one day in Harlem.
Now, I ought to be ashamed of myself because you know why? Really BTV lives in my vicinity, and I always say I'm gonna eat crabs with her, and I'm gonna make it my business to eat crabs with her. She is a wonderful, wonderful hostess. She really is. Who Really B? Yeah, she's a good person. She's just a sweetheart, and I'm gonna make it my business to eat crabs with her.
I did want to break bread. We didn't get a chance to break bread, but I want to break bread with her. That's one. There's a few people that I would like to meet, and then there's a few people I'm scared to meet, even if I did want to kick it with them.
Yeah, so much stuff. Like I said, now listen, We believe that this is a persona that people put on a persona and da da da. But some of these people are demons in real life. In real life,
we seen that today.
But you notice the demons really don't go anywhere.
Or let's say doing it like we doing it, not putting it up there.
They really don't go anywhere, baby. If you could sit on YouTube all goddamn day and all night,
right, they
and wreak havoc and cause chaos, you're not living life like you should be. But some people are content with just what they have. They don't want any more. This is okay for them, you know. And other people want more, so they try to live.
Right.
You know. So that's it. I'm not judging nobody. If this is your life. Now, some people too can't go outside the house because they incapable. They incapacitated. They incapacitated. So this is all they have is social media. So this becomes a big part of their lives. I'm not downing them. Thank God that they have social media, because who would know what will happen to them? Did my air go off? Because you know we were supposed to have a tornado. Did it cut my damn air off? I'm gonna have to go get some air, y'all, else I can't hang long. I can't be high.
Right.
Peace in abundance. Thank you, Amir. No, I mean Kiki is a wonderful hostess. I love how she redirecting the situations. Yeah, exactly. She's doing that because he got on live and somebody must have said something to him, and he went to try to talk to the people, and she said, "Don't worry about them. Don't worry about what they say. Don't even entertain it." And she took the camera back towards her and started talking. Don't worry about it. So I don't know if it's all for play or just for show. Because she's like, don't let them, we having a good time. Don't let them, you know.
So then why are you live?
Huh?
So then why are you live?
Thank you. What?
If that was the case, and it's like, no, don't let them or whatever, that's when I want to see the button go end. And we be sitting there like, oh, snap. You know what I mean? But no, you're going to redirect it onto your face. Okay. I guess.
This is very important, ladies. T. The opinions of the panelists and or chat does not necessarily represent the opinions of the host of this channel. All opinions are welcome and respected to this channel. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Regina.
Thank you, Regina. You know, because they're going to be dogging the shit out of me.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. I'll say everything. You could be sitting there quiet.
No, listen. You know why it doesn't matter to me? Because I don't watch. I really don't watch a lot of people. You know, so it doesn't matter whether you drag me or not. I'm going to come down here and say, I've always came down here and said what I want to say, and I'll just go back up in the clouds, and I don't bother anyone. You'll never hear me get down and dirty with anyone. The only thing worth going to jail over is a body for real. Hold on. Let me make sure this is Sassy now. This one I don't trust, so hold on, y'all. Hold on. It may be Sassy. Sassy, that's you? Oh, I don't put you up there. Sassy, that's you?
Uh-oh. She said she was coming. She said she was coming up, but you surely did put a background instead of an overlay.
I didn't do the overlay. Let me do the overlay, girl. You know I'll be all over the place. Let me do the overlay. Here you go. Sassy, is that you? Okay. She might
need him to hook up her mic.
Sassy, we can't hear you. Okay, for now I removed it because I don't know. You know,
you didn't block her though, did you? You didn't ban her though, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sassy used to be on my platform all the time.
No, I meant, you know, just in case you thought it was
No. Okay. I didn't ban her. I didn't block her. She'll come back. She'll get in the chat and tell me. That's a fact, Treasure. I don't want that for me. What is he talking about? Okay, let's try again.
Is that Treasure? Is that really him?
Yeah, that's him, James. Yeah. That's you, Sassy?
Hey.
Okay, girl, now don't play with me.
I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing it. The Bluetooth. I just walked in the house and I have, been gone for like a week and the Bluetooth switched over. I forgot.
I know. They say you've been gone for a couple of days. That's what Diva told me when I was asking, where is Sassy? Shit. Diva, where's Sassy? She said, Diva, she had a conference or something. She can't come. I kept asking for you several times to put a stop to that madness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wish. I mean, I anyway, but yeah, that was a mess. So am I supposed to be like nice up here, or did you give
You
your?
could be however you want. You could be however you want, Sassy. This
Oh,
is an
okay.
open panel. You know you talk shit sometimes. Go ahead and be you.
So I'll go backwards in regards because nobody's thinking about Kiki and Octavius.
I am, but go ahead, Sassy.
Okay, well, but by nobody I mean less than 10%. So my apologies.
Oh no.
What's up, T?
What's up, Sassy? She said they was the 5%ers.
But no, don't put it like that. But no, what I'm saying is that I mean Kiki did such a good job trying to outdo Sacramento Gate in some extent, but it didn't work because why are you doing all of that? Let me turn you off.
Who?
I read energy. Okay,
Yeah,
listen.
okay.
Okay, let me be real quick so as to not further make you uncomfortable. Kiki really did try to do an amazing job. I know, JC, don't egg her on. Kiki tried to do an amazing job of outdoing, Sacramento Gate and Palm Springs Gate and Detroit Gate. And I think that's why she tried to do like 3 trips in one because she had to compete with 3 trips, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then here comes that dang on Miss Dovey and just read my book, and it's a fucking wrap, my nigga. Like nobody cares anymore, and I feel so bad for her because like you ladies, I do care when women pay for things because I think it's fucking bullshit. Okay, and I don't agree with it. I'm a strict traditionalist, right? I just don't believe that. But if you like beta men, that's fine. Somebody got to be in control, but just make sure when it's time for him to get his ass up out, because he doesn't even have a job. So just make sure when it's time for him, when you get tired of paying for everything and you want him to have a job, just make sure you remember how you met him. That's all I'm gonna say on that. The other thing I want to say is that Kiki looked so freaking cute. Yes, why she go off camera? Why your sister go off camera, Queen Diva? Why your sister go off camera? See, I can't do this, T. They be making me feel like I'm the bad guy.
Go on and be sassy.
And I mean, listen.
I'm still here.
You're still
to say.
You're still here. And then the other thing is, you ladies are absolutely correct. Like, there's nobody to compete with. So, I mean, you do know how many times when Langston and I were together, how many times we met up, how many times we were in the same room, and one of us was you, how many vacations we went on, the fabulous stuff that we did.
We never know.
We showed y'all one time that we were at the same vacation house so that y'all, because this is the beef sector. And that was that. And that was early on. It's none of you guys' business. So this outward display of we're doing this and then we're going to do this and then we're going to go do this and then girl, okay. And then you paying for everything. Oh, girl, whatever. Anyway, the clothes is real cute.
Sassy,
he doesn't have a job, honey. That's why. Don't do that.
Somebody just said he's a personal trainer.
Who said that so I can block them? Who said? Of course it would be Levon. Of course it would be Levon. Now, I'm just playing with you, Levon. Don't get in your feelings now. No, girl, he ain't no. Girl, did you see him, baby? Did you see him, Levon?
Hey! Now that I think about how your personal trainer would
is.
I didn't know personal trainers need mammograms.
That part. Girl, them titties were so damn big. I said, damn, them titties.
Like they say in New York, respectfully.
Respectful. Like we say in the South, I don't need no harm.
I don't like a man with a lot of fluff, a little fluff, y'all.
I was about to get you too, Miss T. You like men with big ass triple G titties? Tell it now. Let us know. Huh?
I don't think they G's. I think they're a strong C.
You a lie, girl. I'm a C. You are a straight up lie.
You might need to be well, I haven't never seen them. If they like that girls right there, you might need to be resized.
No, I just bought a bra in July. I am a 36C. That man is a 54 triple F. Stop.
But maybe, you know, everybody don't like a, you know, a real buff man. Some people like.
I don't like a buff guy either. Because I ain't working out like that. I just happen to, you know, not have to work. Well, I need to work out. Don't get me wrong now. But I like to eat too. I like to, you know, I can maintain an 8-10 without working out, but I should work out. However, I like to eat too much to be with all them extra buff, and we got to go. I don't like it either. So I'm just saying the man has some holes. The titties was hanging down to his knees. Can we just tell the truth and shame the devil? And
I didn't see all that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay, let me send it to you. Hold on.
No, I don't need your help in helping me see. I like black love. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's not quite black love. Y'all need to stop that on the first meeting. One of the most funniest thing I ever heard is Kwani asked me, how do you fall in love with a faceless troll? I said, well, Kwani, we didn't fall in love online.
But I mean, you know, people could be, okay, y'all, on a serious note, I don't know what the reason for doing it. Yeah, y'all, I ain't green. I just want y'all to know I ain't green. Okay,
we know what you're doing, girl. We know.
But I do want to say this. I don't know. Yeah, I lost my.
You couldn't see his breast either, Kwani,
because they doubled up on the t-shirts in the next day.
Just go to the.
I like sugar bears. I do like a little.
I do too.
I like sugar bears. I wasn't not overly sugar bears.
I wasn't saying nothing in regards to who she's attracted to. What I was saying is it doesn't seem fitting for a personal trainer.
He's not. Who said he was a personal trainer, T?
Levon.
No, I'm gonna have Levon back because I be picking on Levon. He said that he was a personal trainer, I believe. Is that correct, Levon? Didn't we hear that about a year ago? That he said.
Well, maybe he quit.
No, okay. Let's move on because y'all know I can't. I can't and I shan't.
But I'm just saying, y'all, I like black love.
Well, it ain't black love yet. It's black lust, and I'm trying to beat this other hoe out right now.
Oh God, Kwani said he had on mini shirts.
Yep. You know how because he needs a bra, so he was trying to suppress it like the lesbians do. Shout out to the lesbians.
Well, let's talk about other stuff now. What else?
Well, let's see what else I can make you uncomfortable with. So you want to talk about what did you call me? The representative? What did you call me?
Dovey spokeswoman, but you used to be my spokeswoman too, so don't take offense to it.
I can't take offense to you under any circumstances.
You know, you used to be my spokeswoman, help me out, but I know, Sassy, you real tight with Dovey, but I talked about your girl today. She was definitely wrong.
Oh, I told her to her face.
They said you didn't. I said I believe maybe Sassy told her she was wrong.
Who said I didn't? Name the name.
I don't know, baby. Somewhere out here they said they don't think.
Drop down if you heard me on Miss Dovey and you
troll. I only heard a smidgen of what you said, and I didn't agree with one thing.
Do what?
I said I heard a smidgen of what Sassy on it, and I didn't agree with one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you would have brought that bullshit. Wrong is wrong, right is right. And I said I would think that Sassy would be behind the scenes, probably not in front of everybody, but I'm sure she would be behind the scenes telling us.
So let me clear some things up. I don't talk to Ms. Dovey like that. We're not peers, right? We're not in the same age group. I don't talk to Ms. Dovey like that behind the scenes at all. Never have. I can talk to Miss Dovey. I can reach out to her if I need to or if I want to, but I don't talk. I've never in my life talked to Miss Dovey like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
If there's a crisis, I will contact her. Like this one, I will contact her. I haven't yet. Or if I just want to tell her something about a mod situation. So it's really no different than anybody else's mod. I'm not like that. So let me clear that up. And Tia, let me understand what you're saying. I always call you Tia. I'm sorry. T, you said that you didn't agree with one thing that I said. What was it that I said?
Well, people was in the chat saying she needs to go to a shelter. And you said, y'all serious? She don't really need to, y'all saying she needs to go to a shelter, and that's when I turned the channel because I didn't even want to hear you defend that. I think she does.
So one thing I said you didn't agree with,
and
not everything.
And before you said that, the only thing I heard you doing was asking her questions. So I wasn't there for the whole live.
Okay, so that's one thing. Yeah, I thought that was so we can address the shelter thing, but I don't really want to get into it because I don't really know a lot about shelters. But I think that's a really silly recommendation. Number one, I think people like to put out things that aren't really factual. I don't know of too many shelters that are going to take an able-bodied woman with no children. And I think that if there are some shelters out there, then you're going to have to be on a waiting list. So I don't think that that's a viable option for the immediate. So that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
But they immediately put people in.
Again, given the circumstances, she's not a battered woman. She does not have children, and she's able-bodied. I do not believe that you can just walk into a shelter and without in a populated city and just get in. I do not think that is a viable option. So I think if people are suggesting that, then they should do the research and help her along, because I don't think you can just walk into a shelter and say, okay, I'm homeless. That's not how that works. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many homeless people laying on the street with tents.
She can.
Okay. We'll have to. I think that's debatable. Until I see proof, I don't think so. So that's where I was coming from that point.
If somebody wants to get a ticket to New York, she can go.
Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. She's not in New York. New York has unbelievable programs. She's in a red state. It's just not a viable option. It's just not a viable option. That's all I'm saying. And I kind of know what
red state. That's a possibility. It's not accessible.
At the most, it's purple, and I don't even think it's that purple, but it's red state. New York is totally different.
See, that's probably possible. Red states are a little different than blue states. Yeah, that's the truth. They don't give a damn, a lot of red states, but okay.
I mean, they don't have the homeless population that blue states do either. So
exactly.
It is right. So, I mean, that's grassroots operations is my thing. So I wasn't just talking out the side of my neck. And so perhaps I shouldn't have said it so condescendingly. Maybe I should have explained it. And I appreciate you bringing that one point to me. But if you hear the entirety of the conversation, it's just not my style. What I always tell Mz.Teavalocity, that when I get the pleasure of talking to her, it kills me that I have never, ever, ever woo bang for anybody. I will try to explain stuff for people, tell people the truth of what happened. But if I disagree with you, I just disagree with you. And that's just who I am. And that's what I am. So for me to be talking to somebody that I like, everybody knows that I like you. That what does that matter? That if you did something that I don't like, I just tell you I didn't like it. If you don't want to be my friend no more, you're really not my friend. It's virtual. You're not I tell my real friends if I don't like something. What's up, Sunny B? But so I get
Sunny B, baby. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I told her. I had a lot of questions because I don't make assumptions, right? So that's the difference between me and a lot of people in the beef sector. I feel like CCs just want content. I don't blame it for them, but I don't want any type of. I wasn't looking for it to be fodder, right? I wanted to hear Just Read My Book side, and I would have loved to have. And I wanted to hear Miss Dovey's side. So since I was busy and today was a travel day, I was like, okay, she's on. What's your side of the story, right? So that's me asking her questions. And then towards the end, I'm telling her, I feel like you need to stop telling this lady's business. I feel like you need to appreciate, like for me, you will never hear me say anything bad about Just Read My Book. Not that I have anything bad to say, but number 1, 2, and 3, you were willing to help somebody, practically a stranger, a virtual stranger, and bring them into your home when they most needed it. That speaks volumes to me. And that's not somebody that I'm going to speak ill of or that I want to hear other people speaking ill of. So, I mean, it is what it is. I could say more. There's a whole bunch, more that went along with that conversation, but I feel like I'm like trying to defend myself for having.
No, you're not defending yourself.
I wasn't even looking for you to defend yourself.
No. It ain't. Let me tell you something.
I'm not saying that you were looking for it, but I feel like I have that. That's where the conversation is leading. Like I'm feeling like I have to defend myself for having a fair mind and I call it high emotional intelligence, to where I want to hear both sides before I make an opinion about it. And that's all I was doing today.
Yeah, and that's what it seemed like. It also seemed like you might be angling. Everybody wants that Just Read My Book interview. You understand what I'm saying?
I definitely want it. I wasn't angling at it. I'm straight up asking for it. Yeah, I'm not angling, girl.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, Sassy?
I'm straight up asking for it.
I think it would be good if she give you an interview. There's nothing wrong with that, because let me tell you something. Like I stated earlier, and you know, I'm not gonna ever take back anything I say unless I think about it and think perhaps I had misspoken or said something wrong. However, it's three sides to a story, and we do need to hear Just Read My Book. Like you dropped down in here and you said that Just Read My Book said Dovey did give her money.
Yes. So let me tell you about
people would think Dovey is lying. Dovey ain't give a shit. She lying. Y'all know Dovey always lying. But the lady said Dovey gave her money, and she didn't dispute it yesterday when the police asked her. I don't, and she wasn't yelling in the background, you didn't give me shit. She just kept saying, you're lying. You lying. Get the F out of my house. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Yeah, so Just Read My Book didn't speak to my knowledge. I was on the airplane, but I think I was listening the whole time. But she didn't
spoke. She spoke. What do you mean she didn't speak?
No,
baby?
no, she Just Read My I'm talking about I'm talking about today on Boss Lady, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't speak, but she had previously spoken to Boss Lady, and I guess gave her the okay to speak on her behalf. And she was in, and I know it was a little odd. And
she
she
on her behalf.
I know.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with her mouth. The way she was cussing and hooping out on yesterday, her mouth sore.
No. I asked her. I dropped down. She was in the chat, and I asked her. I said, "I'm first and foremost, are you okay? I know yesterday was very stressful, and I'm sorry that this happened." I think I said something to that matter, and she said, "Thank you so much, Sassy. I'm fine, and I'm relieved." All caps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she wanted her out her house. That's the bottom line.
Yes.
Oh, okay, and Dovey left at the end. Dovey left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she told Boss Lady that when she originally asked Miss Dovey if she wanted to come, Miss Dovey was going. This part I think I'm adding because I know it's true. Miss Dovey was originally going to Connecticut. She said, "Well, you can come here. There's a lot of programs, this, that, and the other." Miss Dovey said, "Okay." Now this part is from Just Read My Book, right? She says that she said, "You can come here and you don't have to pay any rent." And Miss Dovey said, "No, I got to pay you something. So what do you want me to pay you?" And then Just Read says that she said, "Well, give me a day or so. Let me think about it." And Just Read said she came back. "Well, what about $300? And Miss Dovey said, "Okay, cool." And then Just Read said that she gave her $300, I think, for the May, June, July, and August, I believe. And that both of them keep saying something about a card. So I'm assuming, I don't know if it's a credit card, debit card, or a food stamp card. Maybe. I don't know that part, but it was both of them confirmed something about a card. And then I asked Miss Dovey, how did this escalate? So the police were called before the other day. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Before the other day, the police were called because they were at the kitchen table or wherever they were having a conversation. Mm-hmm. And Just Read My Book said something about panty liners. And then Miss Dovey said something slick and she called it frothy. I don't know what that means, but I guess it means you sweat in between your legs. Mm-hmm. And Just Read My Book did not appreciate that. She felt like Miss Dovey was basically like calling her unclean or something. Mm-hmm. And then from that they were just chilling, girlfriends having a conversation. And from that conversation, it kind of got out of hand. Just Read My Book called the police on Miss Dovey. They came out. And she also, that was Wednesday the 9th. She also subsequently filed eviction that day as well.
Thank you so much, Sassy, for giving us some of the background story to what exactly happened, because I know that it took place prior to this live yesterday. Mm-hmm. You could tell that. I wasn't on real clear what happened, so she did say that Dovey gave her the money. Hey, what's going on, ODS? I just can't bring myself to even think that whether she gave her money, the food stamp card, or anything, Dovey had a right to sit in that lady's house and talk shit to her. I see it all wrong. And I don't know anybody who can justify that. Even if you gave me $300, Sassy, and we made that agreement and you're paid up, right? You don't have the liberty to talk shit to me in my house.
Well, let me play devil's advocate on that. Not to say it's absolutely not right. It's pretty lowbrow, right? Like, okay, girl, you in my house. Like for with me and the way my mind worked, it probably would have got more physical, right? Because you not just, that's just bottom line for me, right? Like you're not gonna be up in my house talking no bullshit, like not that. I can't do that one, right? I'm snatching shit out the motherfucking wall. Like we gonna get a people a motherfucking show. Okay, let's put that on the table. But in this situation, they both kind of to me have the same personality. That's why they got along so much. They let stuff escalate to the point where now it's a battle, right? So now Miss Dovey is already feeling like you done already filed eviction on me, wrongfully so, or whatever. Just Read is still pissed off about that comment. Both of them could have probably come to each other and said, that's kind of silly. Because when you listen to it, the argument that the police were called on the first time was quite silly. I would call it juvenile, really. And so one or the other could have said, girl, my bad. I didn't know that was going to offend you like that. And that probably would have squashed it, but neither one of them wanted to, right? They kind of bullheaded, right? And then it goes to, do you smell cat pee? Do you smell it here? Do you smell it there? Now it's now they're antagonizing each other. Oh, well, move all your computer equipment because I got a mop. Well, you ain't never mopped over here. So what are we doing now? So now you're just trying to move. You're trying to insert your control over me because you're upset with me. But you can't control me because I'm not your child. Well, I'm not trying to control you, but you do live in my house and you do need me. So you didn't want to clean up the cat pee. You don't want to mop the floor. So now you got to move your computer stuff. Oh, you don't want to move your computer stuff? Well, guess what? Don't go live in my goddamn house. How about that? No, I can go live in your goddamn house because I didn't pay. See, that's like blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You on mute. Were you talking to me?
That sounds more like it. That sounds like that's possibly how all this erupted. That sounds more like it.
It does sound more like it. Like I'm just trying to figure out where in the equation do you not move? I don't. If you're staying in somebody's house and they say move your computer stuff, you move your computer stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I already said that. Like that's like to keep down confusion. You probably need to move it, and you probably say, oh, okay, I got 30 days to get my stuff together and get out of here amicably, right? Yeah, right. That's common sense,
that's
right?
What we would do.
That's what we would do, right? But those two, they're not doing that. It's a power struggle now.
Power struggle. It sounds like it's a power struggle.
Yeah. Because I know how you are and you know how I am, and you don't tell me a MFing thing. You see what I'm saying? You know, I
done paid you my money. I ain't got to go nowhere.
nowhere. No, you paying me that much money. Yeah, you ain't paying me that much money. And I can tell you what, yeah, you do need to clean up and do, it's just like.
Did you ever ask her how much money? Did you ever ask her how much money was she expect? Because she was saying she wanted her money back. How much money was she expecting back? Because I'm thinking if you prorate $300 for a month and she gave it to her on August 5th, then we're only talking about $100 here, aren't we?
Not even $100.
Well, no, that was for August rent. This is 2 weeks, so they would be $150 if we're being
right. But she didn't give it to us until August 5th.
It doesn't matter. That's when it was due. It's still August rent. I don't pay my rent sometimes until the 3rd or 4th. That is still for August. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, we're kind of crossing hairs here. So it doesn't matter. Just Read ain't giving her 100 or 150. She said she don't have it and she ain't giving it. So it don't matter. I didn't ask that because it doesn't matter to me. I mean, she ain't giving her nothing back, and that's cool too. I want, whatever. Okay.
I just want to know how much she was expecting back, because was she trying to get back everything or just for that month?
I mean, quite honestly, again, I don't think, for me, in my head, the way my head works, it doesn't really matter because now this person is displaced. So what they're saying is, I thought I had somewhere to stay for the whole month. So if you're going to displace me, I need my money so I can stay somewhere else. So whatever that figure is, it's not going to happen either way. So I understand both sides of that coin. Like, can I get my money back? Because I don't have no money and I don't have nowhere to go. So if you're not gonna give me my money back, then I gotta stay.
I'm understanding it more that you explain it, and most likely that's still. I mean, most likely that's what happens, and most likely that's what happened. And yesterday was just a tipping point for them again. It still don't sit well with me. You talking shit in my house, and I let you in my house, so I get it. But that sounds more likely, more like what had happened.
Had happened.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
Stop it. But that sounds more likely what had happened is it erupted yesterday because she probably wanted Dovey to leave. If she did an eviction on the 9th and Dovey hadn't went anywhere yet, then she wanted her to leave. And something yesterday just ticked her off, whether she got up and the beer was hot or she didn't have the beer, she didn't have the cigarettes to drink or whatever they doing over there. It pissed her off and it went stupid. Too stupid.
Yeah, like I say, I mean, two women of a particular age cannot stay in a house too long together anyway. And especially not if there's no blood, because that blood will keep some stuff down, or keep some tempers down, or keep some mouths from moving. But it's it is.
Here's something that we could look at. Maybe Dovey really thought she had found her friend, because people meet friends on here, and we don't know what they talk about behind the scenes and stuff. And Just Read My Book thought that she had found a friend and wanted to help Dovey out, and it just didn't end well, and Dovey just needs to move on. And sometime I was talking to someone the other day with a similar situation, and this is the fact of the matter. Sometimes you have to take a loss. When you want somebody gone, just get them the fuck out. Hey, here's the $300 if I had it. Or you have to stay with them being there and know, hey, they don't have anywhere to go. So unfortunately, they're not going to just leave without throwing a fit, and that's the situation here. She had nowhere to go. But, thank God y'all people raised money for her, and she went before it turned really nasty. But the lady has nowhere to go. Where she's going to go with no money.
Where was she going to in Connecticut?
Oh, I'm not at liberty to say all that.
Yeah, and T, I don't think at the end of the day she didn't go there. The lady invited her to come to her house, and that's the opportunity she took. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because they probably talked behind the scene and thought, hey, we could swing for a little while. Sometimes people outstay their welcome.
That's it too. That's about a line. And 5 months.
Did that shit for about a week or two, maybe 30 days.
Maybe 30 days at the most. 30 days at the most, and get your stuff together and be out of there. But that's a lesson that both of them should have already known. They're older than me, and I will, I do blame both of them because you can be nice all you want. I don't judge any of that. Do what's on your heart, but set some boundaries and some rules about yourself. And Miss Dovey was going in that direction. I have to give her credit. She didn't take her up on her offer. She could have just paid her zero, like Just Read My Book suggested. Mm-hmm. But at least she knew enough to say, no, I need to pay you something.
Offer you something.
Yeah. And so both of them should have been like, okay, Dovey, how long do we? But we're having a good time with each other.
That's like they were trying to do it indefinitely if they're signing up to have people as caregivers and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think about indefinitely. I think that, I don't think they're going to live together indefinitely, but I do think that, I don't think I'm overstepping my bounds here. I think Ms. Dovey mentioned that perhaps she was going to get a place in the area. So,
they could be friends. They could remain friends.
Well, she could remain friends. Say again. I'm sorry.
So they could remain friends?
No, I mean, before this incident, I believe that, that Miss Dovey was going to get a place. I don't know. I think kind of sort of in the area. And so maybe she could remain her CNA. That's what I think I was trying to get to.
Okay. Well, I don't think she's going to be able to be her CNA anymore.
I don't think anything. And I see my friend ODS is saying, she needs to stay and she needs to humble herself and go back. But I mean, I asked her today, has she talked to Just Read My Book? And she said no. And she said she never wants to talk to her. Now, I know people say stuff when they're upset, but we haven't even heard from Just Read My Book from her mouth. They haven't talked. Like, the best time would have been able for them both to cool off and then call each other out.
Wait a minute, Kwani, stop it.
Yes. Yes.
No, bullshit.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's don't end this live.
She was washing her feet.
Yes, ma'am. And
Oh,
and
wait,
I asked Miss
hold on, y'all.
Okay, my bad. We taking you too fast. We taking you too
fast. Being a caregiver, you do wash patients' feet. I have bathed patients and everything when I was back years ago when I was a CNA. So you do that. You do take care of them personally, just like that. So okay, I thought she was making a baby. I went somewhere else. I was about to say, oh hell no, Dovey, get out.
Prince Hakeem or nothing like that.
No, you do have to, yes, you do have to give them foot care, and you have to actually bathe their bodies. That's part of what you do, depending on how certified you are. Are you certified to do that? Or are you just a compatible, you just there for compatibility, and like you may go grocery shopping and stuff like that, but some of them you do have to wash the patients up, and I have wiped asses and everything.
Can you highlight ODS's comment?
Dovey described the experience as being a slave. No, you signed up for that. When you said you would be her caregiver, you signed up to actually wipe her ass if she wanted you to, because that's part of it. I'm telling you, I used to have to bathe patients. Was it the most pleasant thing? Absolutely not. But that was part of my job.
Well, let me let you understand what she meant by that. So what she's saying is that she agreed on one thing or a group of things. It's true. There's levels to this game, right? Everybody doesn't do everything, Miss T, and you get paid upon what you're doing, right? And what you agreed to do. So Miss Dovey's argument, and again, I wish I'd had the other side of the argument. I'm just reading my book's argument, but Miss Dovey's side of the argument is I agreed on to do these things, right? Light grocery shopping, light washing.
Yeah.
I think Miss Dovey probably enjoyed the washing the feet because it was I think it's like a relief to just read my book, whatever she may have going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that I don't even know if that was part of the job. I think that was friends. You know what I'm saying? Okay, girl, let me do this for you. Like, we got to get this together type of thing, you know? And then Miss Dovey is saying that almost immediately she realized, I'm doing a lot more than what I agreed to do. And I said, well, what did you say about it? And she said, I told her, girl, what do you think? You think I'm a slave? I said, wait, did you say this? Like, what timeline? She said, I literally told her this in like April. Like, girl, I ain't feeling this. She said, just read my book, was slack off of the stuff that Dovey had to do. And then something, then she would creep back in and there would be more. It would go right back to the same spot of, oh no, I need you to do this, and this.
Okay.
So there was almost immediately the way Miss Dovey is describing, again, this is from her perspective, that it was like, I don't think this is right for me.
Okay, so she told her she was being used for 24 hours as a servant, right? There's a limitation to it. And you're right, there's different things you have to do. It could be light house duty, just simple, or some patients you do have to bathe, you do have to wash up. You do. That's part of the job. But so she felt as though she was being treated like a slave. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, just because you at somebody's house, you don't have to do shit you don't want to do. So,
yeah, so that's you see, there's so many. So much. I was asking her stuff because I want to know from her perspective, how did this get to this level? I can't go off of all that yelling and screaming and what everybody else is telling me. What, from your perspective, how did you feel? And then that's why I clearly want to hear, just read my books from her mouth. We heard a little bit from what she told Boss Lady, but I want to hear from her mouth. Like, and she knows I'm going to handle it appropriately, but what, when she told you she felt like a slave, did you think that she was over exaggerating? Did you think, what really went on, since
we can,
yeah, because all of this, I ain't fucking with Dovey no more. I ain't fucking with Just Breathe. I'm like, oh my God, y'all don't even know
that.
A lot of people.
Well, I tell you, the more you shed a little light on it, I'm still not going to change. You know, my thing that you not gonna talk shit and live in my house. I don't care.
Yeah.
But you not gonna treat me like shit because I live in your house. So that's a two-way street. You know what I mean? So we don't know. Maybe that woman was mistreating Dovey at some point, or Dovey felt that. But you stayed a long time to even feel that. She didn't just start treating you like that yesterday.
But nobody, that I love that argument so that I can dispute that argument,
well,
right?
You go ahead and dispute it.
Everybody, it takes, if you have any type of like humanity, it takes time for things to build up. No, Molly, absolutely not. They're both totally straight women. They were just good Judies. That's all. It wasn't anything romantic. But it takes everybody time to get out of a situation, not just these two. That's the funny part. Everybody's like, well, the cat been peeing and she's been a slave. And again, I wish I had some points to say on Just Reed's side, but we take too long to leave men. We take too long to leave toxic parents. We take too long to tell our children to move out. We take too long to tell our grandkids to behave. Everybody, we take too long to leave jobs. We take too long to ask for a promotion. That's human nature. If you don't just the first time something happens, you know, I'm bouncing. Nobody does that.
You're on mute.
You are making it make more sense for me to, again, I think it's bullshit that you talk shit in my house and was going live, and you would have, and I would have picked up my cane or something and beat the dog shit out of you. But neither here or there. They both are wrong. They wrong. You know the lady don't have nowhere to go. You treating it from what Dovey is saying, she's feeling uncomfortable because the lady is asking her to do too much beyond what she agreed to do as a caretaker. So I get that, and you can't treat me like shit because I'm in your home.
I have a question. What was she asked to do too much beyond the caregiver? Because from my understanding, caregivers do light cleaning, caregivers wipe and wash feet and butts, caregivers cook. So what was beyond her job description?
First of all caregivers don't wipe butts and take baths.
Okay, but let's not say wipe butts or whatever. But let's say a part of it was the light cleansing.
Let's just say that it was probably something to do with her feet, because that's the only thing I heard about. I don't think Just Read My Books needs Dovey to wipe her ass, and I don't want to disrespect her like that.
Now, I'm not trying to disrespect her either.
Right.
I'm just saying. So we talking about like I want to know what was outside of the description, because from what you said, she offered like the lady with the
it depends on the patient, yeah.
You know, to wash her feet. You said that was like a courtesy, like a friend, like let's get your feet together. So that was out of the kindness of her heart. So I'm trying to figure out, what did Just Read My Book ask her to do that was outside of her job description that had her on here telling all her business like that?
That's two different things, T. And I mean, what you're saying is that you just don't agree with Ms. Dovey, and I can dig that, right? But there's nothing that she could have done for her to be spilling her business. So that's a whole different question. But in regards to her saying that she spoke up and she said, listen, this is outside of the boundaries what we both agreed upon, that's her experience. That's what she's saying. That's the other part is a whole other question. But the first part of your question, the first part of your question is whatever they agreed upon. Miss Dovey is saying it was too much, and I told you head on, and you kind of agreed because you backed off, and then just like human nature, you went back in and told me to do this and that and that. And then what Kwani is saying, we all know that this happens.
Yep.
We all know that happens. So if we agreed, if me and Miss T agreed, I'm gonna move in with you and whoop the whoop, and we're gonna split this money. I don't know the details, but we're gonna either split this money or the money that you can pay me rent for. I'm trying to help you out, then it ain't too much I need to be doing other than regular stuff, right? So there's that too. So I don't really know. I just know that Miss Dovey's experience is saying that, hey, I told her I don't like this. And that's all you can ask somebody to do.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. But I certainly appreciate, Sassy, you coming to clear some of it up. You know
me and my woo banging self.
No, it's not a Wu-Bang thing because I think you are really speaking what you believe is true, and you heard it from again, we ain't heard from Just Read My Book, but
Yeah,
you said she heard it through somebody else. I don't know why because she has a channel, right?
She does.
Yeah, maybe she just don't feel like coming on now, but yeah, it got nasty, it got messy, and hopefully Dovey will get her shit together and never have to depend on anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the real fact of the matter. And just read my book, huh?
I said that's the real journey, and that's what I told her today.
Yep, and she, you know what? Because like Lady T said earlier, and I said too, some of that energy she put out there, that shit, them seeds she sowed, she's gonna reap. So she best to be on. I mean, she better just try to keep herself together because everybody goes, not want to help her. A lot of people are not going to.
It's gonna run out, right? That's what I would tell Pizarro. That's what I would tell Miss Dovey.
All of them.
All of them. Get everybody a job. Gets a chance. You got. It's going. I mean, when is your luck going to run out? My God. I mean, people cannot supplement all of these bad decisions.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do want to ask Kwani a question from the chat because I heard that Just Read My Book said that Dovey lost her money. I can't remember. I think Left-Handed Libra says, is it true that Dovey lost her moving money at the casino? Kwani, you have Dovey's number. Nobody has my number. If I call Miss Dovey, it's private. Okay. Okay. That's just how I do. But you talk to Miss Dovey. I have never heard Miss Dovey talk about gambling. I don't know if you feel comfortable answering the question unless it's a no, but have you ever heard Miss Dovey talking about gambling?
She said she didn't know. Kwani said she don't know.
Well, I'm asking another question. Have you ever heard Miss Dovey talk about gambling, Kwani? Okay, I got it.
Oh, she said she don't know anything about this. She don't know about the gamble. But just say this. Just I mean, if she gambles, because y'all know I'm about to go there because I gamble. But all my bills is paid and everything good. Praise God. But if she did gamble, that's her form of entertainment. It's okay. If you guys give her money and know that she's a gambleaholic and you guys are paying for her entertainment, that's on you.
No, that's not where I'm going. That's absolutely on anyone who wants to give her money. Kwani says never. My point in asking the question to Kwani and the people who know her, I think that and Kwani says never. That's what I thought. That's a really, at this point, I'm wondering if they just slinging mud and we shouldn't really believe what anybody is saying because that's a big stretch. That's a big stretch from somebody that you've been talking to.
Are they mixing her up with Lovely Love? Because wasn't that a story of Lovely Love?
No, they're not mixing her up. Just Read My Book said this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Just Read My Book put that out there.
Yes, and she also told me, let me read it. She also told me, let me read it. I screenshotted it. Hold on, let me not, because I don't want to verbatim. I mean, I want to verbatim this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
It was a whole mess. I wish these ladies would get their shit together and keep
it. I've got some news for you. She's talking to me at the Sassy Show. I've got some news for you. She's been telling me things about you that I knew not to believe. So at this point, I'm thinking that they're slinging mud.
Okay.
Because what don't know? Miss Dovey don't know a goddamn thing about me that y'all don't know. And Miss Dovey sincerely respects me, and I just don't. I mean, she might say Sassy got on my nerves or some shit like that, but to trying to tell some Sassy business, I really don't think she would go there. But I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know what these people do, nor do I care because you don't know nothing about me. So you see what I'm saying? That's why I asked that question. So at this point, I mean, people, I'm just like, they're a lot alike, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
They get mad and baby, some shit might, be said, So anyway, that's another reason why I would love to talk to Just Read. But anyway,
well, hopefully, Dovey, Dovey, I mean, Just Read My Book will give you the exclusive, because that's not exclusive if a person is talking for someone else. We want to see Just Read My Book say this stuff. I don't want to hear what somebody else, and I would never hear, because I don't go over there and support her, point blank, period. So I would never know. So I would have to hear Just Read My Book come on your platform or someone else's platform so I can hear what's happening, because certain people don't care for me, I don't care for them, and we don't support each other. And life is grand. You know what I mean?
I would like to see her come on somebody's platform who's going to be fair, which is me, and somebody's platform who can
get to the rooter and the tutor of it.
To the rooter and the tutor, which is me, and someone who can get some numbers, which is me. So not only do I want the interview or whatever the converse, I want to call it the conversation, but I think it's the best place to do the conversation. So I'm not just asking for it because everybody knows I don't care nothing about no numbers or nothing like that. I just feel like if she's gonna talk, of course there are places that she can do it, but I just feel like that's the Sassy Show would be.
Well, hold on, Sassy. Hold your damn horses.
Come on with it.
Because I would like for her to come over here and give me an exclusive.
I know that's right.
I would be a fair person, an unbiased person. I think I would ask the right questions, and I think I could get the numbers.
Listen, hey, you got to think you're the best, because ain't nobody gonna think it for you, okay?
So I am the best.
Period.
You
ain't gonna get.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. You know, I'm not down here like that.
I know.
You know, I wouldn't do it. I'm just gonna say, but. You know, I think
that you are the person for the job, honestly.
Yeah, and I think you would have to be unbiased, and I think you probably could pull that off. Now I know you like Dovey, so I wouldn't.
But I like Just Read My Book too.
Yeah, you did say that, because that I did hear you say that last night, that you're not going to talk about either one of them. Just Read My Book because you like her. So hopefully,
I'm definitely not talking about Just Read My Book. No,
yeah, hopefully.
I gotta go. My sister's sick and something. I gotta.
Oh, I hope all is well, baby. Come back and let me know. Hit me up behind.
I heard my phone dinging. I'm thinking it's somebody else blowing up my phone.
Go ahead, baby. C. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence today, baby girl. Be good. Much love.
You too. Peace, y'all.
So, yeah, I think you can pull that off, Sassy, and I hope that you wouldn't give softball questions to either one of them or whoever, that you would be honest and fair, and let's get to the root of it. But is it that serious? Those are two grown-ass women doing their thing, and it's just entertainment for us, I hope.
That's all it is.
It's just entertainment. But whatever they do, I wish them well. Like I said, I'm not going to take back anything I said, but you did make it clearer. So they both are in the wrong. But I have to say this. You have a lot of fucking nerve to sit in my house and videotape me and talk shit to me and live to see the next day. Point blank, period. I'm not taking that one back.
Period. And two things can be true at the same time. That's just that. I told you what I would do. I would totally lose it. Totally. And I'm just being all that honest. So two things can be true at the same time. It's always an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sassy. I haven't seen you in a while.
I haven't seen you in so long. You don't want to drop down when I come live.
Don't say that. No. Last time you went live, baby, I dropped down and I went back to the clouds. But I let it be known that I was there supporting you. So don't go there, sugar. Okay. Because you might have cat piss on you at this.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Smooches, honey.
Bye. Smooches back.
Bye, baby.
You guys, I have been on here for 2 hours now. I jumped up and said, well, let me go say something. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I appreciate Sassy coming over, telling us somewhat of Dovey's side and what Just Read My Book has said. So, you know what, you guys? It's sad for two women, especially two women of that age. And here go the serious, and then I'm going to wrap it up. It's sad that a woman of Dovey age could be displaced, and more than once. So something is definitely going on in her life that perhaps she needs to reevaluate so she can do better, so she wouldn't have to come on here. Like I said, hopefully Dovey will get her a good check, because she knocked down views. She knocked down views and cash apps. That's it. That's entertainment. That's what it is about. But you don't do it at the expense of other people who have helped you and welcome you in their home for whatever reason, to come in and scam together or whatever. You just don't shit on people like that. And I think Dovey will feel the heat from this, you know. And whether y'all call her a scammer and she always scam or something every week, the fact of the matter is I'm sure she has to have some heart. And if she ever really cared for that lady, she probably regret doing the shit that she did. I would hope that she regret. Hopefully those ladies go their separate ways and they live a healthy life. You know, it's not that serious for me because I don't know them personally, but I hate to see any Black woman suffer some of the things that they suffer. You know, homelessness is for real, you guys. That's no joke. I don't know if I want to say millions. Let me grab the statistic, but it's statistics. It's thousands of homeless people out there that just can't afford the rent, you know, and they do have roommates. They do live with family members. So that's not nothing, you know, too far-fetched that perhaps she can't stand on her own. Hopefully she'll get something. She'll get the help she needs. And okay. Hopefully she'll get the help she needs and move on with her life, and she wouldn't be in this situation again. But think before you open your home to people, because once you let them in and they decide to extend their welcome, stay over a period of time, you can't get rid of them that easy, you know? I have a vacant house around my area, and if somebody decides to go in that house and squat, you have to go through a whole lot to get those squatters out of there. You know, so it's the same with Dovey. This lady, you have to go through something to get her out of there. So I wish them well. I don't take back anything I said. I just see both sides of it now that Sassy came down here and said it. Now both of them are at fault. But again, I'm not going back on what I'm saying. You got a lot of fucking nerve to talk shit sitting in my house. And I invited you in here. Whether we get into it or not is a level of respect, and is a level at some point you just have to be quiet. You don't come on YouTube and humiliate somebody who opened their home to you. And with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out here. I'll drop the link one more time. And then I truly appreciate y'all joining me because I haven't been here in a while. It's always a pleasure. So let me read some of these comments before I play the music. Exactly. It's a sad situation for both women because that woman probably wants someone, some type of companionship, not in the capacity of a man or a lover, a lesbian lover, as someone thought here. No, just a friend to talk to, sit back and have drinks with. No one wants to be alone, you know? And I think some of these people that we encounter on here, they are really alone. And that's why they utilize YouTube so much, because they don't have family to go out and enjoy themselves with. They don't have it. And so they come on here and they live this lifestyle that you guys think they live, but they really don't. You know, you always have a good show. Thank you so much for joining. You don't shit where you have to stay. That's even with a dog doesn't shit it where he has to stay. Now, even a dog knows better, but okay. Bye, y'all. See everyone on the street. Smoocher Sassy. Thank you so much, Kwani. Thank you so much. The church lady, Aria Oasis. Thank you so much. Life with Jamila, BB Nice, Queen Diva, So Bomb, Treasure Lane, the church lady. I think I said you, Kwani. Thank you so much for joining me, and everyone else. If I forgot, Regina M, of course, is always a pleasure. Trey, thank you so much. Thank everybody. Diamond, thank everybody who joined me today. I'm going to get ready to get out here. I shall see y'all when. You know I really don't come down unless it's something that I really want to talk about. You guys, let's get ready to get out of here. I don't even know my outro. That's not it. That's not it.